Hello everybody. Welcome to another Sunday tier list. Welcome in, Rosie. How are you today? Whew. I have no idea how long this is going to take because there are like quite a few outfits, but I also feel like compared to going on a long explanation for like Precure and fairies, this is just like, how do I feel about this outfit? I also don't have like big visual references for these because I don't know the name of most of them. So we're gonna be going off the itty bitty pictures and I'll just have to zoom in. We're just all gonna have to band together and hope that the zoom in function works. But I've got some opinions. I've got some hot takes on these iconic outfits through the era. And that's that. I also just woke up. I like took a morning nap. I literally got up and I was like, I'm gonna take another nap. And it was delightful. I had a cute little cat nap and it was very refreshing. But I was like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna stream. Great, thanks. The Cardcaptor outfits are iconic. They are, like, I'm trying to remember the name of the mangaka from Clamp who works on the outfits specifically, because she goes hard. Like, I feel like there's some kind of correlation between, like, being a magical girl mangaka and, like, loving fashion. Because Naoko Takeuchi for Sailor Moon also is very similarly, like, passionate about fashion, very experimental with the outfits, really creative. Like, we gotta bring back the fashion era of magical girls where they go above and beyond. Like, there's cute outfits nowadays, but I feel like we don't get as, like, crazy and as, like, just high fashion energy with the newer stuff. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna go through these. I also see that they have a lot of the more basic outfits on here. I thought they'd be mostly the magical girl ones, but there's a lot of the basic outfits. So let's review, shall we? We start off with our, like, Alice in Wonderland one. Which, let's see how close. Oh, we can get closer. We can get closer. We also need to, like, re-up these. We know how we label these in this household. We got the wedding cake here, right off bat. We got wedding cake, donut, not do-ut. Wedding cake. Why am I blanking? I like donuts. What do I like? We don't immediately go to cookie with icing, do we? It's been too long. It's been too long since I've done a tier list. Brownie. We have brownie, because it's the AB. We have brownie, then cookie with icing. And then we have health bar. And then we need to add at least two below. We have just sugar. And I don't know if this will be a salt one. I don't know if this will be a salt era tier list. Salt. I don't remember if I hate an outfit enough to put it in salt, but some of them I'm gonna have a bit of a hot take. Some of them I'm gonna be like, were we doing everything we could with this outfit? Were we making all the decisions we could with this outfit? But yeah, we'll start off with like, it's very Alice in Wonderland's inspired. Actually, a good bunch of them are going to be Alice in Wonderland, but this is like Alice outfit. So this is me being picky. This is going to be me being picky for a hot minute. Because I'm not a fan of collars. And I think that's like that's a literal thing. Like, I don't like outfits with collars because they're itchy. I'm like, oh, but the collar. But I know, like, Lolita loves collars. Like, Lolita fashion in general loves to add a little collar. I feel like I liked this outfit slightly more if they did something different with the neckline. I would want to see something, like, slightly different in regards to the neckline. And then I think they'd sell me on it. I think I'd 100% be like, this is it. But other than that, I love that it's got the little, like, you guys know I love a little winged ruffle. It sparks so much joy. It's like a poofy blue dress. She got a cute pink bow to break it up. Also, note, like, call back to the Precure outfit rant. Let's, like, take a step back and notice that the collar's that ugly yellow. It's that yellow that we can't live without that ugly yellow that sneaks its way into every design somehow. So we have the callback to the ugly yellow for the collar. Yes, Cardcaptor Sakura. I need to watch the Viz Media dub. But I heard Clear Cards isn't very good. I think Clear Cards a little bit just, like, visually it's fantastic. Clear Card is done, was it Madhouse that does the Clear Card? It's very pretty visually. Like, I honestly, like, there's a nostalgia quality to the original Cardcaptor Sakura, but Clear Card is so good in the animation department. It's very pretty. The fight scenes go really hard. The character interactions are absolutely fantastic. The story in of itself is, I don't think it's as compelling as the main story, because it's just kind of an arc. Like, that's the interesting thing about Clear Card being its own entity, is that the main Cardcaptor Sakura storyline was the whole thing that she needed to collect all the cards in order to prevent a big tragedy from happening. The writing for Clear Card introduces a new villain and a new, like, thing where it's like a lot of people did not... Oop, not my glass falling down. The people did not like the new villain and the new conflict with the villain, but thankfully you don't suffer that until the end. Like, if you watch Clear Card, the anime right now, you would be fine with it. You'd be like, it's Cardcaptor Sakura, but with, like, a modern look to it. Like, the vibes are pretty similar. The characters are softer, though, because all the characters have gone through character development. So, like, Shaoran's not remotely a brat. He's just, like, the sweetest being in the universe. Mei Lin is also the sweetest being in the universe. She's not mean at all. Like, all of the, like, aggressive development you had for all of the cast is gone. Everybody's just nice now. Which is the irony of it being kind of post the conclusion of the series. You're like, everybody's very nice and no one is mean. So everything is kind of like, yeah. So they really have to push the series to be like, we don't have anybody who's antagonistic anymore, so there's not really any conflict. So the conflict is just the cards, and, like, before it was the cards and the people, now it's just the cards. But it's good. But yeah, the manga, the conclusion of the arc is what people don't enjoy, which is in the manga, and they don't have a second season for Clear Card yet. But I think Clear Card's worth watching, especially, again, if you just want a visual fun. But yeah, welcome in, Cure Crystal. Thank you for joining us. Alice one, I like the fit into the episode where she used the little card. Yeah, it's very... I love the... Like, I don't like the Alice in Wonderland aesthetic most of the time, but I think it really worked for this, where she uses the small ability and they make her look like Alice. It's funny. It doesn't really help that I grew up with the Canadian dub. I was thinking, oh my god, I grew up with, like, subtitles on YouTube, because it was that long ago. And not recently, I think it was at the beginning of the pandemic, they put out Cardcaptor Sakura with the dub on Netflix, and I just wanted to watch. Because I don't know if that's the Canadian dub, it probably is. It's a time. The dub is so funny, though. Like, watching it back and being like, oh, they are translating things interestingly. Like, there's something about it. Like, I know we all, like, hate on some of the dubs, but there's always, like, a fun thing to be like, how bad is the dub, though? What were they doing? Where's the lack of emotion that we love from these dubs? Where's the bad translation? Where's changing the complete meaning of an episode? Where let's see that. It's kind of crazy to see how bad they are. But I read the manga and it was fun and interesting. Yeah, I do think that, again, I don't think it gets bad until, or, like, it doesn't get to the point where people are not fond of it until the very end of it, and they get the reveals, and you're like, I don't know if I love that. I think that's really again, it's just not been a compelling villain compared to the way that it was written before, but also it's, like, Cardcaptor Sakura wrapped up with a really nice bow, so they had to make something up. Like, the series had a plot that was going to make sense start to finish, and they just kind of dragged it out when they went from the Clo cards to the Sakura cards. But Clear Card, they're like, we gotta make up something. We gotta make up something, and you can see that it's not set up to have another season, which is why the story's not as strong. But yes, Alice in Wonderland one, I will put in, like, Brownie. I think it's a good medium for what we're going to do here tonight. Now, we have another Alice-y kind of one. This is kind of the, somewhere between Queen of Hearts and then what are they called? The cards in Alice in Wonderland? We got that kind of vibe going. And I feel like part of me wants to dislike it, but I don't. Like, I really don't have a dislike for it, because some of it's clever. Like, I like that the heart divides the skirt that kind of goes up. Like, I think I kind of don't love that the skirt goes up, but I think the heart's so clever to divide the top bodice from the skirt. And then, like, people hate the poofy pants skirt thingy bloomer situation. I think it's cute. I've always liked the little poofy pants. I feel like they're fun and whimsical. And then it's got the black tights, which again, like with it being kind of a playing card, I feel like the idea of having black, red, and white, or if you're going with the other type of cards, having that navy blue is clever. So I think color palette wise, it's actually relatively unified. I mean, honestly, the colors here are stronger than the colors here. I'm not gonna lie. They're harmonious, and then the shoes are little hearts that match the top. Like, I'm much happier with this outfit. But part of me is like, you shouldn't like it, but I'm like, I do know. Now we talk about this queen. I think this is from the movie. I think this is the like, isn't it? This is me. There's so many. I played the Sakura, the Cardcaptor Sakura Hong Kong game not too long ago, the mobile one. And they just started putting outfits that were similar to previously existing outfits just so that they could generate more outfits. And now I'm lost. But I'm pretty sure this is the one from the movie. Her dress here. Either that or I'm crazy. I love this outfit. I love an angelic fit. An angelic fit is so peak. I love the wings. I love it's like this off-white kind of pinkish color. And then I love it whenever they do this. Whenever they take ribbon and tie it, and I love it that's asymmetrical and they have a garter. This is peak. This is peak to me. This is like this is where Noblest Tea peak exists. It's up there. That's a wedding cake. You put that on top of the wedding cake. Am I wrong? I think it's a good outfit with the combo with the red, white, and the blue works really well. Yes, S tier for the second, yeah, it's the second movie dress. It's so good. I really, really love it. It's so cute. This is, like, that screams magical girly to me. This is Yellen, magical girly from the treetops to me. I am obsessed. Now, we have her, like, I think it's just a winter fit. Just her casual winter fit. So I have to, like, I gotta, like, you know, reel it back. This is not a magical girl outfit. This is a casual outfit. As a casual outfit. Like, this would be terrible as a magical girl outfit. But as a casual outfit, I would wear this. I would absolutely wear this. Is precious. She's got little pom-poms in her head that, you know, they're wintry. Do they protect you from the cold? Absolutely not. They're just there to look cute. But they're super adorable, and it matches the fluffy trim that she has throughout the dress. And it very much looks like it's kind of a coat dress on top of, like, a regular skirt or dress under here, like just a white dress. It could just have this trim and that's the full dress, which they do. But also I like the idea that it could be layered and you could just have a white dress under it, and if you need to take off the coat, you take off the coat and you can wear something lighter. It's layered. It's, you know, dealing with the stress of winter where you go outside and it's 2 degrees, but you go inside and it's 70 degrees, you know? You gotta be flexible. And then it's got, like, you know, higher socks because her feet are cold. We cannot have cold feet in the winter. It's a cute winter fit. I'm happy with it. There's no, like, I don't have beef with it. It does what a winter fit does. Now we're going to get into an area where people may disagree with me. We may have hit the part where I'm gonna be like, Because any of these outfits where they start throwing in bunny ear entities, I may not be the biggest fan. I may not be the biggest fan of the bunny energy. And that's me. I know I'm not. I'm a little different. I'm not like other girls. I don't know what's happening in this outfit. Specifically the jester hat thing. Like the green floppy jester hat. Like, when we get to other jester hats, they might make more sense. The pointy, but this one feels like you've made your first jester hat, but you can't, like, really, you can't really hone it in. It's just kind of flopping. It's like she put some celery on her head. Which, I wish I didn't dislike the color coordination here, because, like, it's got the energy of Christmas without actually hitting the Christmas marks, because it's like this orange, and it's not quite red, and then the green is more spring green than it is Christmas green, so it feels like a springly, sprightly outfit. But the outfits are, okay, back up. The colors are aligned, they're coordinated, they're honed in, they're figuring themselves out. Like, it is consistent. But do I like the dark green, spring green, red with a yellow accent? Alright, I'll see you in a minute, Rosie. Oh boy, here come the hot takes. They're gonna get a little steamy. They're gonna get a little hot. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I love what's happening in this outfit. But because it's color coordinated, it cannot go into the Oblivion category. But I do think because of the floppy ears, it's going into just sugar. It's just being there. We can do better. We could do better. Now we get the red bunny, which I'm trying to remember which outfit she wore for which things, because I want to say this is when she used jump, but I could be completely off base here. This is one of the ones where it like had a rabbity avatar when she got it. But then again, it has been a hot minute since you could watch the entirety of Cardcaptor Sakura with subtitles on YouTube for free. So it may have been a minute since I've seen the show. That being said, I have feelings about this. Like, it's definitely, this one is probably the most like realistically rabbity outfit. They have more confident ears. The ears are more well composed. I just don't love them. I do love it's a hoodie ears though. I'd rather do a hoodie with ears than have like the headband with ears. But there's something about like the top being kind of flared that having the pumpkin shorts is not doing itself any favors. She kind of just feels like a she feels like an egg. I guess that works for the whole situation, but she do be feeling like an egg to me. I like Amelie's cover of Catch You Catch Me. Amelie does the best anime cover. She's done a handful of Cardcaptor Sakura ones, because I think she also did. Ooh, which one did she do? Why am I blanking? But I think she's done a couple in her nostalgia albums. She does fantastic covers. I've loved her forever. I've loved her since high school. Absolutely love her covers. And that's why I got merch of her. So, for this outfit, I think the silhouette does not vibe with me. I'd rather her have more of like, you get a tighter fitting shirt with the pumpkin pants, like the way we handled it here, where you get just kind of the nice symmetry, the nice like up down up, versus this where you look like a potato. It's the potato fit. But I do think it's better than the last one, so we're putting it up there. Now, this is definitely gonna get into the maximum personal preference-y kind of territory when we get to our third bunny in a row, if we're going to constitute this as a bunny. I don't like the bunny headband, but that's personal. That's a personal thing. I don't like the jester buttons in the middle with the like high collar. All of that is like, I don't like it on a personal level. And then I don't know if I like the flared boy shorts we have here. I'm happy the tights are there though. Or at least, I can't tell if it's tights or stockings, because it looks like maybe there's thigh there. But the color's fine. I don't have any issues, well, other than the yellow. That yellow sneaking its way back in here. We've talked about this accursed yellow. Like, if we took away the buttons and did something else in the middle, it'd be fine. It'd be better. But the pink and the blue and the Easter vibes are fine. It's good enough. I'll put it here. It does not deserve to go any higher, though. I've made my ruling. The court hath spoken. We don't need to go any higher than that, though. Now, one of the most iconic ones, the cat maid outfit. One of the most traditional outfits we've seen in the franchise. This has stirred up controversy. I don't know if people know the controversy of this, where people were like, it's a maid outfit. She can't be in a maid outfit. She's a child. There was like a mild controversy about that at one point, and I was like, girl, it's a maid outfits are not inherently sexual. They are for cleaning. I'll put a maid outfit on and I will clean my room. It is the power of motivation of cleaning. But I am a huge fan of the maid outfit, because maid outfits have an unnecessary amount of frills, and that sparks joy. I love this outfit to bits, but as somebody who has actually cosplayed this outfit, it is more complex than you would first meets the eye, because you literally wear a full black bodysuit underneath this. It's an incredibly hot outfit. Like, the sleeves, the pants, this is a black bodysuit under here with a little kitty bell, and then you put the dress on top of it. If you are cold, if you're going to a cold convention, wear this outfit. You will be warm. It's, oh my god, it is the most intense like, you would think, there are other cosplays I've worn, you'd think they'd be more intense. I've worn stuff with armor before. This has been the hottest outfit I've ever worn, ever. And I have a lot of fondness. As you can see, I have worn it before, so I might like it a little bit. I love this outfit. I love the black. Like, I do think that's one of the things that, I don't know if well, I guess a little bit. One thing that a lot of the older outfits were pretty good about is they would throw in a black, which is not very common with a lot of like older style magical girls. It's very like we have to stick to our pastels, we have to stick to soft. But I feel like every so often they throw in black as a decent accent color, and this is the difference between just being somebody who's like, I want to make something fluffy, a magical girl, and being somebody who understands fashion. So I have huge love for this outfit. I think there's a lot of love into the craft of this. I also like that it has the bow in the back that has these nice like not realistic little ribbons that come off with little bells, but they look really good in the show. So this is definitely going up in good old-fashioned wedding cake. I think it's a classic. Now the cheerleader outfit is interesting. And it's mostly the neck piece that throws me off for this, but I don't know, like, I obviously didn't grow up in Japan as a kid. I know that there's a lot of like marching band outfits and like cheerleader-esque outfits because I think more often than not you wouldn't really be a cheerleader in Japanese schools. They had more so like marching band kind of stuff and like you would just be a member of the band. I want to say that this like thingy, the thingu they're doing here in the front is something that's more traditional in that fashion realm. But I think this is one of the first times I ever saw it. Where I was like, it just keeps going. It's so long. But, like, I don't know if I hate it. Because, like, this, like, feels to me like the cape you would put on in the back. But it comes down in the front. But it's not bad because it mimics kind of that, like, shoujo style top. Where they, like, cut it to the sides. And it's, like, white and cute. I don't know. But, like, there's something about it that was always off to me. That got me thinking of a tier list for Precure outfits. We've done that. We've done that on the channel. That's super fun, because Precure outfits are a hoot and a holler to go through. And we also did the power-up designs as well, which was another one that was crazy to go through, because, like, you see the power-up designs for such a short period of time, and then you're like, oh, I never actually fully processed what this outfit looked like. Like, I never knew how crazy, like, Cure Berry's power-up form was until we really sat there and looked at it, and I was like, this is an interesting time. This one's a little bit different. Hi, what are we doing today? Welcome in Sakura Piece. We are doing Cardcaptor Sakura outfits, and we're rating them. But, I have hot fashion opinions, so be warned. We will be rating these with the full extent of my own personal opinion on things. Alright, let me know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, because I do want to pronounce names correctly. Alicia? Or do you pronounce the C a little bit harder? Let me know. Let a girl know. But welcome in! And yes, we're doing the iconic Cardcaptor Sakura outfits. Feel free, if you have just come in, to tell me about how you feel about the previously done ones, because I know we've hit some of the heavy hitters already. We've done the Catmaid outfit, and we've done the movie dress, the movie angel dress. Do these have proper names? Absolutely. Do I remember them off the top of my head? No, I do not. But I'm trying my best. Alright. Dalina Moon, welcome in. I'm glad. It's good to see you. Or Daliana. I can't read today. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. By all means, let me know if I'm pronouncing names correctly. So many names I've just read in my head, and I've never said them out loud. Which Precure should I watch first? I want to get in the series. That is a very loaded question. I will have to go through, like, my 20 questions of, like, what are your preferences in a show? Do you prefer plot? Do you prefer fun? Do you prefer big group activity? Do you prefer individual friendships? There's a lot of questions, because Precure, like, it also depends on if you're really into a Precure season solely based off of, like, I just want to have an aesthetic. Like, I want the one that's flower themed. I want the one that's mermaid themed. Or are you more like, I really want something that's like pretty hardcore and to have a really intense plot, or I want it to be soft, or I just want a very stereotypical magical girl show that just does the magical girl formula and doesn't go too far. Or like, I really want good animation. Like, there's so many questions that it's very hard to recommend a Precure season because I have my personal preferences, but obviously everybody's different. Everybody's looking for something a little bit different. And I can recommend it based on your own personal, like, preferences and kind of align you with a show you would like. But also a really easy one to start with would just be Go in Order. But just note that like the way that the writing is for the first show in Precure is drastically different from the way they write nowadays. Because it changes over the massive 20 years. Oh my god, I've never watched Cardcaptor Sakura. It's on my list. It's a good one. I really recommend Cardcaptor Sakura. It's a traditionally like good one, and it breaks a couple of the magical girl rules, which is interesting when I first watched it because I didn't realize that there was no magical girl transformation. But it's such a vibe. It's a good one. I think the like relationships for the main crew of just like Tomoyo, Shaoran, Sakura, and even Meilin, I think is just like it's got a good vibes for being a solo magical girl series because I feel like a lot of solo magical girl series you really only focus on the main character and they feel like they deal with their problems so isolated from everybody else. But Cardcaptor Sakura is great because pretty much everybody who matters knows that Sakura does magic. And I really appreciate that because you just feel like there's kind of a team when there's really only one person who does most of the work. I really love fun and girly shows. I love Cardcaptor Sakura, so maybe something similar. Okay. So a season that would be similar to Sakura with like good vibe. Like there's a lot again, a lot of friendship vibes in there. Fun and girly. I'm like, this is such a random one, but I also was very fond. I just watched last season was Wonderful Precure. That one's really good in terms of being similar to Cardcaptor in the sense that like it's a mostly girl group that hangs out together and they become friends and there's character development between those friendships. There's also a love interest, Satoru, who functions. He's not quite a Shaoran because he's more of a nerdy type, but like if you wanted to have the splash of romance that Cardcaptor Sakura has, you can really just get that from Wonderful Precure and not other ones. I think that would be a really fun one. I don't know. I'm also going to take a poll from chat for people who have watched a lot of Precure seasons. Which ones would you also say are pretty similar to Cardcaptor Sakura? I'd have to like really go through them and think about it. That's a good question. That's actually a good way to recommend it. Is if like this season of Precure is the most similar to this one. Smile would be a good one. That's true. Smile is definitely, again, more of a traditional magical girl season where there's a lot of like happiness and friendship. It does have like more tense moments towards the end of the season because it has really strong villains. Oh, there's so many. I really love the red bunny outfit. It's so cute. This one, right? It's cute. It's cute. I won't say it's not cute. Alright, I was stuck on where I don't know where to put this for the cheerleader outfit. Because, like, I really think I just don't know if I love the front, but everything else I love. Like, part of me is like, it's unique and it's different, and I appreciate that, but I don't know if I, on a personal level, love it. So I'm gonna put it here for now. Precure Simulator. Like, yeah, right. Trying to pick one that's close to Cardcaptor Sakura. Wonderful's good. I think Wonderful's a good one. Heartcatch Precure. So Heartcatch Precure, I do put the like pretense because you're not going to think this is going to happen in Heartcatch Precure. Heartcatch Precure will be one of the darkest. Like it gets to be the darkest and most intense out of all Precure, without going into any spoilers. So if you're looking for something that's the most dramatic, like starts pretty light and goes to pretty dramatic, Heartcatch is there. Heartcatch is my favorite season, but I do think if you watch Heartcatch first, it will ruin your impression of Precure because none of the other Precure seasons do what Heartcatch did. Mahotsukai is a really good one too. Mahotsukai, especially if you want to stick in that, like, you stick to the witchy theme of it. Mahotsukai is genuinely their witches, and there's a really good friendship. Like, I would say, like, the bond between the two main characters is really good. And it also got a sequel. And then Splash Star, Splash Star is good. Again, it's a duo season. Very sweet. They have bonds. It has redeemed characters, which I think also works with, like, not necessarily characters getting redeemed, though I guess some quote unquote get redeemed in Cardcaptor Sakura, but they have a lot of development. And, you know, you go from being like, God, Shaoran and Meilin are just causing more problems than they're helping, and eventually they stop causing the problems and they end up being incredibly helpful. Alright, the next one. The Chinese-inspired one. I love this outfit a lot. I feel like this is, like, again, where they get very creative with the builds on the outfits. Because, like, you can obviously see some of the Chinese motifs in here. We've got the bao buns going on. We have the way that they do, like, I wish I knew the terms more properly, but they have, like, the traditional Chinese collared top here, but they put, the, like, the flary sleeves on here, but they go with more of a, like, singular petal like shape for this rather than the typical feathery shape that they've gone with historically for it. Looks really good. I love the like tighter shorts with the flared top coming out. This is like the layers on this are so pleasing. This is one of those ones where, well, first of all, we don't have the ugly yellow. We have a regular yellow. And then again, this is where I feel like the black really works. Like the long sleeve black and then the black pants slash tights here being an accent to make sure that the yellow and the blues stand out really well. And there's no random color that's just there. I feel like this is such a strong outfit in terms of it. Such a cleverly made one. I genuinely love the fashion behind this. In terms of girl group, Mahotsukai, Splashdar, and Fresh have good friendship between the girls. Agreed, absolutely. I think those are seasons where they really made sure that each and every girl was close with one another and had their defined relationship. Because other seasons, like, if you just wanted to be the vibes of a group, but not necessarily, like, especially with the ones with larger groups, and you don't necessarily want to know what the established relationship is between the individual people, but you just want to constantly have good group vibes. Tropical Rouge, Kira, and I'm trying to think who else has just, like, big group energy. A little bit of Yes 5, but they work on that. But definitely Kira and Tropical Rouge are where you just want to have like good group synergy, but they're not necessarily like individualistically like defining the relations of everybody. It's just constantly every episode is the whole group participates. So there's not too many episodes where it feels like there's only one character relevant. Which if that is what you want, that's what those series will do. But like in terms of like every character gets to know each other, the ones that Sakura RP said are perfect examples. Alright, now we have this one, which I genuinely think was supposed to be a Christmas outfit. If it's not a Christmas outfit, then I don't like it. But if it's supposed to be Christmas, it's perfect. Because it does have the Christmas red, the proper Christmas red, the proper evergreen. This is one where I don't mind that, like, again, if a winter outfit, it makes sense that she has, like, a turtleneck going on. And then you have, like, the Christmas star yellow bow. Like, as a Christmas outfit, this is great. And then the brown boots, as it being more of a casual outfit, kind of just feels more realistic. Especially when the top is so loud. And then they brought it together by having a brown bag match the brown boots. Like, if this is a Christmas outfit, because I think it is, fantastic. Again, if this is a casual outfit, I'd be like, girl, why are you dressing up like it's Christmas? Feliz Navidad. By the way, I released my 100 sub special! I'm so proud of you! It took you 1 month, dude. That's how it be with YouTube. Sometimes the editing and putting it all together takes so much out of you. But yes, I will absolutely check that out after the stream. I'm so proud of you, Sakura Piece. Congratulations on 100! Yes 5 doesn't have a general group dynamic, but the friendship is real. This is how long it's been since I've watched Yes 5. This is the problem. Oh yeah, it does have more individual relationships because in Otana they divide the groups up. Alright, for our Christmas outfit. I'll put you in Cookie. I feel like no one's in Cookie. We can have a Christmas Cookie. Now this is an outfit where it, like, the shape of it is cool, but I do not like it. It's the yellow. I don't like the yellow and the blue. Like, one of the things that is part of Japanese fashion that I don't always love is that they have this passionate thing where they love to put complementary colors together. I don't remember the ideology behind it because I think it does stem from Shintoism. And I don't remember if there's like a big reason for it. But like kimonos, for example. The thing you're supposed to traditionally do when you wear a kimono is you usually pick an obi that is a complementary color to the rest of the outfit. So like if you have a blue, like a darker blue kimono, you wear a bright yellow obi. And so I believe that same ideology is being applied here with this outfit where they're doing complementary colors because they have a blue and a yellow, but like they have a more saturated blue and then a pastel yellow. I just don't like putting complementary colors together unless there's a reason. Like with the Christmas outfit, red and green are complementary colors. And you can see it because it literally vibrates when you look at the red on the green. Like the colors are so contrasty that you're like, it's a lot is happening because they're opposite colors. But it's Christmas. Like, the excuse is, it's Christmas. That's why the colors are there. There's not an excuse to have the yellow and the blue. You can't use the holiday excuse. It's just too much. At least, like, they brought the yellow down. Because if it was a vibrant yellow, it'd make my eyes explode. I don't like complementary colors together unless there's a good reason. So this is not my favorite vibe by any means. I also don't like the clown aesthetic. Shout out to my one. I got one mutual who's like, she's like, the clown aesthetic is my whole thing, and I'm like, you have fun with that. You have fun with that, queen. I I'm debating on whether or not I'm dragging this down into Salt. I'm being so for real with you. I think the hat is creative. Even if I don't like the jester hat, I don't like the clown thing. It's creative, so I'm giving it a vibe. Now these two outfits, I wonder if these two outfits are supposed to be the same and they just like updated the outfit from the regular show to clear card. They're so similar. Um but we do have like ye old cooking maiden outfit. So this is again in the casual category. Let's see. How do I feel about this? I do like, at least in this version of it, I like the little like, what do you even call it when you get like a bandana and you put it in your hair to keep your hair out of your face when you're cooking? I like that. That's cute. That's fun. I like the little like, kerchief is not the word I'm looking for, but it's the word I want to say. To quote a reviewer I know, the most evil thing imaginable. A clown! I feel that. I absolutely feel that. That's me. I'm like, no clowns. The only clown allowed is me. So this is again back into like the personal preference thing. I do not like wearing collared shirts and then having like something on top of them. I also just don't like collared shirts. Like long sleeve collared shirts are like the last thing I ever want to wear on a personal level. But I know again that that's like the tradition. The problem is the collared shirt will bunch up under this and it's very itchy and yucky and I hate the sensation of it. It's me having all my tactile problems. However, I do think one thing that might be going on here, which again, I also, as much as I dislike a collared shirt, I also dislike a collared dress, but I think it would make more sense in this outfit if she's wearing a white dress that just happens to be collared and have like 3/4 length sleeve, and then puts the apron on top of it. That would at least be a little more practical. Color palette wise, it's perfect. There's like, it does what it needs to do. But if I had to wear this outfit, I'd be miserable in it. But it's a pretty solid outfit. I hate clowns except for if it's Aikatsu design because they do them well. I've never looked into the clown designs. I didn't know Aikatsu had clown designs. I know that they have very loud designs, but that's just kind of par for the course with it. I'll have to investigate these supposed clowns. I think that's a cooking outfit. Yeah, I think it's the cook. I think this is the outfit that she either wears when they do cooking class or when she's at home and she's like, I'm gonna make Valentine's Day chocolate for Shadowrun or something. This is like just a less good version of this one. Like I feel like this is an improvement. I feel like they didn't necessarily, I guess it's part of an apron thing to have it like tight at the waist, which makes more sense than that one, but I do like that this one's like more of a just casual apron and doesn't have the fitted waist. And I don't know if I like the striped tights. This is such like a nitpick thing where it's like, I kind of like just the general white tights or white socks over the pinstripe, but it's not like it's such a negligible difference. Like I think I'm just gonna put them in the same tier because they're just so similar to one another. They have like very similar silhouettes and stuff. I don't like the buttons going down the middle though, because again, that's where that stuff's gonna get caught, and it's just gonna be, the outfit will not behave well in real life, but that's a personal problem. Basically, Aikatsu, there's a brand name magical toy, and they do clown spider outfits. Oh, okay, I see what you're picking up and putting down. Alright, next outfit. We have a cute dress. I think, again, this is casual clothes. I don't think this was magical girl clothes. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a minute. This is one where I mostly like it. But again, if we're talking about the real world in my magical girl show, the puff sleeves are like, these are like, what are they called? These are like shoulder padded sleeves. They would make it nigh impossible to keep the straps on the dress. Like the actual straps would be miserable to keep on there because they'd keep falling out of place because the puff is like, why are you trying to put a dress on top of a dress? Malo, welcome in, Moonshiro. How are you today? But yeah, I like, this is one of the ones where the collar, I like it lower. I do like the lower collar with like a little bow. I think is cute. I think the main dress is cute. This is one of the ones where I'm like, I would like the dress minus the shirt underneath, because I feel like in the summer it'd be great. You get a lot of air, and I like though it's got lace. It's very subtle, but there's like lace on the outer rimming of the dress on top, the spaghetti dress. It's cute. She's got cute little like decorative socks going on. It's a fun outfit. She's got matching bows. This is cute. This is pure cuteness. I'm gonna put it up here. Oh, now it is time to get into the weeds, because I know this is also a really big fan favorite. People love the water jester outfit a lot. People love this to bits. And despite me owning a really big figure of this outfit, I do not care for the jester figure outfit. I like I like I don't know, maybe it's because I'm also on swim team and I'm like, I would like better swim vibes. I would like better swim vibes. I don't know. I don't know what it is, because I do love outfits that do this spiky thing, but I feel like she needs pants. But I get that she doesn't have pants because it's the swimming outfit. It's the outfit from when they're at the aquarium and the aquarium explodes. Um, I don't know. I hate the like. I wish the little balls at the ends were just blue, like a different, like a brighter shade of blue, because they're supposed to be like water droplets, but then they're yellow, and I'm like, why the yellow here? Why is once again the yellow come to invade my personal space? I just, I've never liked the Jester outfit. I've never liked it. I love the water outfit. Everyone else does. So many people love the Jester water outfit with like every fiber of their being. And I get it. I just cannot relate. Someone should make an OC for Sakura to wear. Absolutely. Dude, she is like the most OC outfitable character under the sun. She like, I really feel like they they like made it. They made her to be kind of a dress up doll kind of character. Did she have like, I never see people talk about having a lot of Sakura dolls. Did she have a lot of like dolls back in the day? I don't know. I'm not a doll collector, so I wouldn't know, but I'm curious to do. I'm good. I'm in a bus, so I can't really hear stream. Aw, I appreciate that, Moonshiro. Enjoy your bus ride. Wait, an aquarium explodes? Yeah, there's like this one aquarium in town that they go to a couple of times, and the monster of the week, which I can't remember which card it was. It probably was just like watery or something. Smashes the aquarium, and it starts to flood the place. But you know, in the end, we solve it with magic. It gets good. All right. Now, fairy outfit. Spring fairy outfit. I feel like, again, it's got that yellow. And it's really just the yellow of the era. Because if it were the froggy outfit yellow, if it was this just pastel yellow and not like white with yellow highlights, I think I'd like it more. I think it's just because of the saturated tones of back in the day, because I really think if they redrew this outfit for a clear card, I'd like it more. But otherwise, if we close our eyes when it comes to color, design-wise, it's fantastic. I love that she's got green little springy wings. I like that it's got the puffy, like again, I like the bloomer thing with a puffier skirt. I like that the way that the skirt is bunched up, it looks like flower petals. And I like that she's got the puffed off shoulder sleeves. Like, I love a good fairy outfit. For what I do not like in the clown aesthetic, I do like in a good fairy outfit. I love fairies. She was a fairy. Unlike other magical girl series, Clamp turned Sakura into Barbie. Exactly! She's like Barbie! That's a perfect way to put it. Alright. We have this one, which I'm like blanking. Like, I see the episode in my head, but I'm trying to remember what was happening when they wore this outfit. Because was this one of the other movie outfits? Was this another one of the movie outfits? Imagine Sakura. Sakura? Imagine Sakura wearing other outfits named Sakura. That would be cute. There wasn't many Sakura dolls. There were some for JP. Chinese and Korea markets, you can find them on AliExpress and like that. But in terms of dress-up dolls like Monster High or Barbie and stuff like that, there was no stuff for Sakura. That's so weird, though, because I feel like they really missed the ball on that. Sakura is like, she got so many outfits, it's dress her up. I guess they made up for it in the mobile game, where they're like, spend money and you can have 50,000 Sakuras in all different outfits. In a show where we don't have that many characters, but we do have 500,000 different outfits you can put her in. It's where she did the duel against Yue. This is why we have Rosie. This is why Rosie's the best. She gonna remember where my amnesia is going to fail. I like this outfit. Like, in a very weird way. Like, it almost feels like Stockholm Syndrome. That this, like, outfit still... I like it, but I feel like I shouldn't. I adore the pink cape. I love the big puffy pink hat. And then, like, the purple actually really works with the other, like, pink tones. The purple is hideous against the yellow, but because it has the pink, it kind of, like, brings it all back where it's not quite terrible. But it's something where it's, like, they also have the inner one where she looks like a Sonic character. Like, do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see what I see with the Sonic illusions here? But, like, for some reason, it's like it's never too much. It's sitting here where it's like, it could get a little crazy. She could be a Sonic OC that's getting a little crazy, but not quite. But not quite. She's still a magical girl. No offense. This is not me knocking on Sonic as an overly big Sonic fan. But it's never too much. And I don't know why I enjoy it. It seems to, like, sneak its way into being okay for me. Thank you. Of course, Rosie. Sakura Kinomoto Sakura Harano Sakura Kasugano. There's so many Sakuras. Sakura is Shrek! Sakura is Miku. Sakura shilling for insert meme here. She could be it all. She could do it all. She's Barbie. Be who you want to be, Barbie girl. This is the one pink cape outfit that's in the Dream Last Trial against Yue in Tokyo Tower. Thank you. I'm so glad that we have fact check for me. Because I was like, I feel like this was a climactic moment in the season where she wore that. I also love that we just have the back of this outfit. Shout out to not even being able to see the front of it. Like, shout out to just seeing the back of this outfit. Who made this tier list? This is a cute outfit from the back. I mean, like, I like the poofy little safari shorts. I like the top. Like, this is, again, I like the poofy shorts with a bit of more of a fitted top. I think it works better. I really like that this top has unnecessary lace at the bottom. That speaks to me. It's a good casual outfit. It clearly must be like, well, I don't know why she's wearing the high knee socks, but having a short sleeve shirt. Like, is it cold? Is it hot, girl? We gotta decide. But, you know, I'll excuse it because the lace matches the tights. It's something. I don't know why we're seeing the back of this. Oh my goodness. Alright, we move into another wintry outfit where she's got a cute coat. TBH, I'd have this cute IRL. Or have this coat IRL. This is a cute coat. I think the pants are like winter pants. It's cold. You're gonna wear that. I like that it's kind of like this hoodie jacket. The only issue is that the gloves are bright red. And I don't, like, again, it's one of those things where they do that contrasty thing. But at the same time, I feel like it's very winter to have a pair of really obnoxiously loud colored gloves when you're a kid that match absolutely no outfit in your wardrobe. I feel like that's a rite of passage because I had really ugly, like, McDonald's mustard yellow gloves. And those were my go-to winter gloves my entire childhood. Sometimes you just have to, like, full on have the one pair of gloves that's just there, ye old reliable, but they match nothing. They match nothing. Like, how can you have the perfectly matching pants to your jacket, but then you get lazy in the glove department? You're a kid, that's how. We'll just put it over here. It's healthy. It's a healthy outfit. Sakura as a Sakura tree. I do wish that, like, they have a couple of, like, Sakura vibey outfits throughout there, but, like, it'd be nice if she had more of, like, I don't know, a traditional one. Like, I guess one of the things is that they're so creative with a lot of her modern outfits that they don't do too many traditional things unless it's, like, the festival. the summer festival. Alright. This is gonna be a tough one. We have the Froggy outfit. And this is one of the most divisive Sakura outfits I've ever known. And I'm gonna be so for real with you. I used to hate this. I think I hate the froggy outfit less as a raincoat. I still will forever be perplexed as to why they made this disconnected sleeves. If I am getting rained on and my shoulders are soaking wet, if my little shoulders are just being doused in rain, but the rest of me is doing good, like, let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Like, these are never tight enough to keep the water from just running down your arm. You're just gonna get soaking wet. And then I also don't know why she's wearing socks. People who wear socks when it rains are a different species. Unless it's winter and you're just suffering through it. Why are we wearing socks, especially like high socks above the boots when it rains? You're asking for wet socks. You're asking for misery. This outfit, realistically, is the most impractical thing I've ever seen before. However, the design grew on me, and I do like that since it's a clear card era one, the colors are a lot more pleasing. Like, this shade of green and this shade of yellow are fine. They're so fine. These do such a great job. And it's really just the suffering of the, like, actual design of the outfit. Because honestly, I would like this coat. This is a nice coat. But I do want the arms to be connected to the coat. Like, I do love it when we have a disconnected sleeve aesthetically. It's cute. However, it's miserable in the rain for the application of this specific outfit. I put it in cookie with icing. I just wrote cookie with. What has happened? Cookie icing with G. Here we go. Alright. I can't believe y'all let me have it written that way this whole time. We were just cookie with. With what? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the shade of green is really pretty on this one. Alright, I don't remember remotely when we had this outfit, but I love it. This is one of those ones where it's like, there's a lot happening here. And I do think that these giant pink circles are doing nothing. I think they're the worst part of the outfit. Make that dark blue and we call it a day. But I do love that it's got this, like, what do you even call it? Because it's like warrior angelic versus just regular angelic. It's the kind of thing where you're like, they're about to go into battle, like maybe Romany, where it's got like that Roman energy, where they just put like laurels on everything. I like it a lot. I love the plate in the front. I definitely love the hairpiece. This is my favorite type of hairpiece. And then I like that the gold is it's a saturated gold. It's not that yucky yellow that we've talked about before. My op, the yellow. Oh my god, hi, welcome in, Lavender Angel. How are you? The story card episode. I see. I feel like you got the outfit dictionary ready to go. Alright. This one I like. It pleases me. I do wish the pink spots weren't there though. This is cute. This little country girl living her best life, doing whatever she's doing. It's fine. I think it's so cute. This is very, like, pastoral. Also, by the way, is stream lagging at all? I just got a notification that stream is upsetty spaghetti. Let me know if stream is having issues. Otherwise, I think we are fine. But yeah, for this pastorally one, I love a good, like, big hat. I think it is. Okay, good. Thank you. I love the bow on the dress. I like that it's cut in the front and then has this, like, again, the cream color, but the cream color is, like, one outfit where it's on top of it. Yeah, I was like, this has to be the grandfather episode. I just genuinely like this a lot. I like the pastoral look a bunch. It's super cute, super soft, and it's really just, like, dynamic. And again, this is where I think they use the darker colors well, because, like, I believe this is a bow in the back, bow here, and the shoes are also that brownish, like, the darker brown tone, which, again, I just feel like we don't hit these darker tones the way we used to. And I think it shows the superior usage. It's a cute little fit. Sakura's a gladiator, Sakura's a trash man, Sakura's a pirate. We've had pirate Sakura. Am I crazy? Haven't we done something piratey before? Or am I just making that up? Sakura's a cyborg. Cyborg Sakura. Alright, this is one of the clear card outfits where she's just kind of like being casual. I think some kind of. This must have been the picnic one. I'll be honest, this is not my favorite fit. Like, I feel like this kind of jean dress with the weird looking pink, like, garlic bread looking things over here for the bow, and then the grandma sweater, once again being yellow. I feel like this episode's outfit is not for me. I like the laced up boots though. That's very picnicky, is the laced up boots. But there's something about this outfit that's just like it's not as strong as our other ones. Sometimes she has to take a break from slang. Sometimes we have to have weaker entries in there. I feel like this could have just been a little bit more coordinated, but it definitely gives like casual picnic, but you were born in the 60s. So it's not my favorite. And then we've got this one, part of me wants to say it's a sleepover outfit, but I may be wrong on that. This is an outfit that I feel like I should like, but I feel like it just goes on too long. Like, I feel like the dress is a little too long. It should be cut up a little bit shorter, and then you could have the, like, what are these? Like, the pantaloons? I'm gonna get all the terminology wrong, but they're, like, the longer bloomers. And then she got, like, her little slipper, so this must be one of the, like, sleepover episodes. I love her hair, though. I love the hair. I love the dangle bits here. The sleeves are fine. I feel like the dress itself feels like it's too long. I feel like it goes on for days. And I just think the dress needs to be a little bit shorter. But I guess, like, technically speaking, you're not supposed to have your pantaloons being shown. It is uncouth or something. And I just feel like maybe this, like, where they put this bustle to where the skirts should just be a little bit like just like slide it up the outfit maybe and keep the same length. I just feel like this being here significantly below the hips but above the knee is funky to me. It's a little funky monkey in my opinion. So off topic, but I'm playing Magia Etc. while listening to your voice calms me. While I'm punching the screen, I've been stuck on this boss for a week. Oh my god, I played a bit of Magia Etc. when it came out. It's definitely tough. It definitely requires you to build a team and figure out how to what's the word? Like really coordinate it together. And then it also is like, hey, you should roll on the new character if you want to have a better chance of winning. And I'm like, no. I had to drop it because I've been playing so many gacha games that are Chinese, and Chinese have much nicer gacha than Japanese gacha. Because Japanese gacha is like, you can spend $500 and not even get the character on the banner. Whereas China's like, you will spend a max of $50 and you're guaranteed to get the character. In fact, you might get them twice. And I had the whole part where I've been playing things like Genshin and like Infinity Nikki that going back to a Japanese gacha game, I was like, oh no, I'm traumatized. The rates are so awful for how much you're gonna spend. And I was like, I don't need to get into a one where I'm gonna spend too much money. But I've enjoyed watching other people play, etc. People who want to spend their money. Or people who can survive off of being free to play and struggle bussing. Sakura's a gangster. Let's not go there. Ooh, Sakura tier list. Yes, oh, we're doing Sakura this week. Come give us your opinions. Tell us about your favorite outfits and potentially least favorite outfits. Alright, so I love this outfit a lot for a bunch of different reasons. One, I love that they did a gray palette outfit because gray is a color that they very seldom use. Like, I genuinely feel like this outfit was crafted from somebody being like, could you do this whole outfit but in gray? Like, could you give her an outfit but use like a color that very seldom is utilized? And I think this is fantastic use of gray. I love that. Oh my god, I keep getting the hiccups. I love that it has like the marching band aesthetic attached to it, but like is a little bit more. It's a little extra, so it turns it into a magical girl one. I love that we've got like the top piece that turns into the coattails behind. I like that they're like pointed. This is something they did a lot in Angelic Layer. I want to say this is the type of outfit they did a lot in Angelic Layer, which I think predates Cardcaptor Sakura. It's another one by Clamp. But I heavily, heavily enjoy this outfit. I love the way that the skirt comes out because it's not too poofy. It's kind of straighter. It's super enjoyable. I like the tall boots, but I also love... Tall boots are like my favorite thing. They're so enjoyable to wear. So I go put you up here. One of my favorite. Alright, this is some casual outfit they wore in Clear Card. I hate whatever this is. I don't know what's happening with this outfit. Like, you know, before I said I liked the dark accents in some outfits, I don't know what the black's doing here for this, like, pumpkin carrot outfit going on here. Like, it's just, again, they, like, throw in a collar and some buttons and they call it a day. And then they're, like, Pippi Longstocking down here, where it's like, is it Easter and we're getting carrots? Is it Halloween and she's just, like, slowly transitioning from summer to October? Like, what's happening in this outfit? It's because it's like it's too much for a casual outfit, but it's not a magical girly outfit. Oh my goodness. Sakura wearing a business suit with gold blades. She's doing a lot. Oh my god, I made Sakura's prince outfit, Infinity Nikki. Then I was kind of done with the game. That's fair. Infinity Nikki is a lot. But that's a cool boy. Dude, if you ever had the code, drop that code. I bet that looks great. Alright. Don't remember this one at all, but I'm sure somebody in chat will remind me of when this outfit happened. This is cute. This is a cute, fun one. I think the bow's a bit big. The bow is giving comedy show. If the bow tie was a bit smaller, I think I'd like it more. But otherwise, I really like it. I like that the sleeves have the stripes. I like that. I think it's a... I can't tell from this image if it's a pencil skirt or if she has like shorts, and then we've got the flared out top. But either way, I think that's... I like the cute... I love this combo of having like the short flare and then like a tight something here. I do think the tights should have been black and just kept the black consistent, but I think the darker green does tie in from the bow, so it like works. I think it's a cute, fun outfit. That was a confusing outfit. Yeah, this one, I don't know what we were doing here. We got a little too crazy in Clear Card. But yeah, I think this is a pretty solid outfit. I'll put it up here. Now we have one of the Chinese-inspired ones, because I think this is either after she had mastered the fire card that got renamed, or it was before she got it. Like, her dealing with the Phoenix was like a whole rigmarole when they had to fight her. But I do like just like this combination between Chinese kind of Middle Eastern inspired, and then like the flame attributes of it. It's cute. I love the way that the flame is on the poofy pants. And I like that they have the flames coming off of the top. Like, the top is cut there. I especially love how they handled the top of it with, like, the bust to the neckline. Because she's got, like, the tight neckline, but then it comes off there. I feel like it works pretty well. It's a fairly harmonized outfit. It's got magical girly energy. I like the asymmetry with the belt. This is a pretty solid. Like, pretty solid all over. No complaints. Sakura in a post-apocalyptic world. That's just Tsubasa. Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. Alright, now we've got some of her yukata. This is a good traditional yukata. We have her with Sakura flowers all over it. We have her with the green, which I think she looks really good in like a pink and then a green. I also like that for the obi on this one, it's got like, it's kind of like stringy and it's tied up more like hair, sort of, than it's necessarily, like, it's got these tassels, so it's not fully like a normal yukata situation. It's very cute, very fun and traditional for our summer festival episode. Easy peasy. I always love that Chinese outfits in the anime, so that one was peak. Yeah, they do a really good job with the Chinese style stuff. I think the Chinese inspired stuff can go pretty hard. I want to say this is the New Year's kimono, since it's longer, but don't quote me on that. This one's also very cute. You see that it's a little bit more fancier than the summer yukata. You don't have like, god, there's a specific term for it that I'm blanking on, but there's like the obi straps have a very particular title. All of these have different names, and then you see that the obi's layered. I really like the checkered pattern that's kind of pushed into here on top of just having like flowers, which I can't tell if they're Sakura ones or if they're a different type of one and they're just red. It's cute. I think it's cute. I think it's a nice build off the previous one, and if it's for winter, it makes sense that it'd be a little bit more than a yukata. It's very cute. I enjoy it. Now we have this one, which I can't remember if there was any particular rhyme or reason why she had this outfit, or if it was just another one of her casual outfits. I always have like a hate-love relationship with it because she looks like she's about to go solve a mystery. She looks like she's got somebody named Watson in her life and she's gonna boss him around and they're gonna solve some kind of mystery. Like, it's so old school British with the little vest and the little pants. I like that it's brown. I like that the outfit's brown because I feel like, again, brown is an underutilized color in magical girl shows. But I just feel like the outfit is so, like, it's so too much for whatever in the world was happening. But, like, I also like that it's a little bit gender. I mean, one of the big things about Sakura that kind of separates her from other magical girls of the era was that she was a sporty girl. She was a sporty girl who always needed to be able to move around in the outfits that she wore, which is why she wears a lot of shorts on top of having like a lot of dresses and stuff. Like, she was a good gendered icon because she was like, I can be a girl, but I move around and I'm sporty, and it's not something like, she never felt like she's trying to be not like other girls. They're just like, she also will wear shorts on top of wearing skirts because she's Sakura and sometimes she needs to have that flexibility. So I feel like I can't hate this too much, but I'm also like, I was confused as the context. Imagined I'm right, I want a brown cure. Like, I genuinely feel like it was a missed opportunity with Sakura. Like, I'm glad that she was like red and everything, but I genuinely think we had a perfect opportunity to have a brown cure and it just makes sense. And you just do it, like, brown can be such a flattering color when you do it right. But I feel like there's so much connotation against brown. I would love a brown cure. Sakura wearing a Precure costume. Dude, I would love to, like, somebody needs to do fan art of Sakura and, like, every other Precure costume, or do a swap with somebody would be so cute. Is Sakura, is she the queen of cosplay? She feels like it. She sure feels like it. Alright. We have this one, which I also feel like is another, how do I feel like it was a movie outfit at some point? It feels like this was an important outfit. This one is, like, so they had one type of style, um, that I didn't love with Sakura, which was part of the earlier era, and I don't think they do it so much in the modern one, is I don't love the leotard situation where, like, you do have it that, like, they had this in the Jester outfit too, but, like, you just have her in, like, essentially a bathing suit. Like a one-piece bathing suit, and then you layer it with 1,001 layers. I'm like, I don't know if I love what's going on here with the, like, she just feels like she needs a skirt, but maybe that's just me being, like, Mama would not let me out of the house in that kind of outfit, I'll tell you what. Her hair in the kimono is so adorable. It is. I like that she got the little, like, little tied up bits here. I do like it when she does change her hair. I do like it because she has short hair, and they do a good job at playing around with her short hair in certain aspects, and I appreciate that. She's also, again, one of the few magical girls that just has genuine short hair. And she, again, she's so cute. No one ever, like, no one ever doubts the femininity of Sakura, but she can do it all. Icon. But yeah, this outfit is very interesting because top half says wizard, bottom half says swim team. Or like gymnastics. So I just feel like there's a disconnect from the top to the bottom. Like, I would have loved to see the bottom area have the same solution that we have in the gray outfit. Because it does the same thing with the top. And I feel like that would have just solved the problem if they just handled it that way. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what we were doing with this one. It's not my favorite. Color-wise, it's America. The color palette's America. And that's what I'll say about that. And then there's a couple of outfits that are all just, like, variants of this outfit. They're very similar. Sakura is cute in spite of her short hair. Yeah. They do a good job with just having her be the cutest cutie pie in the universe. This outfit I like a lot better. This is one of the times where they do have, like, more of an A-line, but it's, like, it's a little bit more flared. We have tall boots again, and then instead of having this come off the bottom of the top, we have it as the cape, which I really enjoy. I love a good cape. I love a cute, unique cape situation. I do think her, like, nurse slash pope hat is very silly. But the color coordination on this is really solid. It's just blues and pink with a little bit of, like, again, it has the slight black highlighting, which again I think does favors for this outfit. Overall, I am pleased with this outfit. She goes high up. Yeah, this is not the Prince outfit, but it's similar to the Prince outfit. This is one where it's like the last one, but kind of worse. Like, they're like, what if we took that cape, but we made it big? And then what if instead of, like, thigh-high boots, we have, like, tights with the shorts? Which I don't know if I love the tights with the shorts as much. Also, it feels like they're the wrong... Like, are they not the same blue? Maybe it's just a trick of the eye. But then, like, having the little boots here, we're revisiting this issue on that one. The black top, I don't mind. I think she should just have long sleeves and not, like, robber gloves going on here. I do like that they have the cross on top of the cape, but then we go back to, like, kind of a gesture-y hat, which I don't love. It's not my cup of tea. I wonder if Cure Sky's cape was inspired by that outfit. Potentially. It definitely has, like, the blue with the royal red under it. But for the most part, this one is just, like, a less good variant of all of that. It's a stereotype with a short hair girl's always a lesbian tomboy trope. It definitely has some stuff like that, but I feel like because Sakura is just a lot of the time presented as a cutie sweetie little bean, you kind of forget that she's like really good at sports. Like her whole thing is that she's very athletic, which the archetype for magical girls back then is lazy. They were not athletic. Like Sailor Moon could not run 2 inches. Same with like everybody else. No one so many magical girls of the earlier eras were like, running is hard. Like Doremi was also one who's like, I can't run. That's not happening. Alright, we're back on the like Alice in Wonderland inspired outfits slash made. I love this one a lot. I want this in blue. But I think Tomoyo has a version of this in blue. Where I love like the layered cutesy wing sleeves spark insane amount of joy. I like this one a lot. I like that it's kind of gentler than this one. I like the calm down version. I like things kind of being a bit more like tight. I love the apron that this has. It reminds me a little bit of a Delicious Party. I very, very much like this one a lot. I think the collar is the only thing I don't super love, but I don't think that's enough to like really bring it down. Sakura is athletic, but also very feminine. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like writers nowadays, because people have, like, hyper-focused on things like that, they have a much harder time of being like, well, if she's athletic, then we have to make her masculine. We have to make her more masculine. And, like, I feel like writers struggle because we have such a hyper-focus on it and hyper-awareness that it was easier to have somebody like Sakura, who is, like, again, a really soft, sweet individual, but also is athletic, and it's not like she's not consumed by the fact that she's athletic. It's like the jester costume without the crotch exposed. True. You make a strong point in regards, I believe, to this one. Alright, we have this more traditional Chinese-esque outfit from Clear Card. I like this one. This is one of the ones where, like, again, the more balanced yellow works for it. I do think the yellow could get replaced with a light green, like the Froggy Coat green or something, just to make it, like, a little bit more of this pond aesthetic that's going on here. I like the lotus flower accents throughout the outfit. I like that she has it as part of the hair. It's a cute one. I feel like it does a great job of doing the traditional layering of it, and they actually include pants, because a lot of the times when people do these outfits, they love to forget the pants are part of the Chinese ensemble, but they included it here. So I think it's cute. I do wish the pants were like a smidge longer. Like I wish they were ankle length and not like capri, but it is what it is. I like this outfit. I don't have much beef with that one in particular. And then we have this one. Girl, I don't remember when we wore this, but I have the sinking feeling this was supposed to be a casual outfit. I feel like this is the outfit you get when you get initiated into a cult. I'm gonna say it. Like, first of all, we have my favorite thing in the universe. This ugly yellow has snuck back into these designs. I like the wings here as part of the collar that like bring it together. I think that's cute. I do like that they do this like, what's the word for it? It's like is it a jigsaw sort of lining here? That's cute, but as a casual outfit, it is weird. It is a weird, like, I'm not showing up to anywhere in an outfit looking like this. People would think I'm part of a cult. So cute, interesting silhouette. I'm assuming you're talking about this one, but let me know if I missed which outfit that one is. I do think the silhouette for this one's very cool and unique. But yeah, this outfit's it's something. It's like if you told me it was a magical girl outfit, I could work with it. But if it's a casual outfit, no. We are not casually going anywhere in that outfit. Alright, we have another Sakura cutesy outfit. This might have been another grandfather episode one. I love the little hat. I think the dress is really solid. It's like just a normal, traditional kind of like countryside outfit. It's got the traditional puff sleeve. The lower collar's nice. It's got the little... I don't know if this count... Like, what constitutes a bolo tie? Or is that like just like a man thing? It's got the little ribbon in the front. Sakura being a cult sounds bizarre. It's true. We gotta get her out. Can't be having any of that. I do like that one thing that this dress does that not a lot of anime dresses do in general is that this actually does have the seam lines in here. That's one thing that, like, people who do an anime, you don't have to sew the outfit together to achieve whatever you need to. So a lot of the time with outfits, they just won't include seam lines at all. But this one has, like, the precise seam lines that you would have for a dress like this, which I appreciate the realism. And I think that adds especially to the more casual outfits to try to be a little bit more realistic with how they're going to be. It's like a very small detail, but again, this is one of those moments where you know the person who designed this understands fashion more. Sakura as a nun. I would be surprised if they don't eventually put her in some kind of nun-inspired outfit. That would be that's another aesthetic that Japan is super obsessed with. But yeah, I think this is a good, solid outfit. Brownie's getting a lot of love today. Alright, we have her pink outfit, which this was also in one of the movies, because I remember it being in higher quality. I don't remember if it's the first or second movie. I think I like it for the most part. I think this is one of the times where, at least if this is, like, I can't tell if it's the scan. I do think this was supposed to be a brown. I don't know if brown worked here. I think brown would have to be somewhere else in the outfit to not make it look like it's a mistake. But I really enjoy the outfit. Again, this is another, like, marching band-esque outfit. The gloves make sense. The, bodice piece makes sense. The skirt's cute. I like how layered the skirt is. I like that it has, like, the one layer that has a different colored seam, and then it just has the typical pleats underneath. And then she's got the high socks. And then she's got her little, like, royal pirate shoes going on. It's cute. I'm happy with this one. It's supposed to be a marching band. It screams marching band, but it's just a little bit more so it turns into a magical girl outfit. So I like it. I think it's pretty solid. Now, this is an outfit that I have to, like, really hone in on figuring out what I feel about it, because I also think this is very much a product of the era. Welcome in, Fanat Precure. How are you today? I have a difficult time wanting to watch the new episode of Precure. Dude, you and me both. You and me both. It's not fantastic. It's not the greatest watch. It's not as horrible as it possibly could be, but it's definitely my least favorite Precure episode in a hot minute. I can say that. Welcome in, Marcos! Hello, everybody. I love Cardcaptor Sakura since the anime and then the manga. Thanks to my big sis. That's so sweet. Good choice for the tier list live. Yeah! Oh my god, give us your hot takes. If you are just coming into the stream, let us know, especially for the ones that we've done already, which I'll scroll up a little bit. Where are you placing stuff? Are you going to call me out for some of my opinions? I know that I've had some polarizing ones. But we've been going through the Cardcaptor Sakura outfits today for the live. And we're making good time. I think we've been hour and a half and we have this many left, so we're like halfway-ish done. But yeah. I hope the others get a power up, like a new outfit rather than just a color scheme, because it seems a little bit lazy. Yeah, it's an interesting choice that they went for the color variants with Idol. That was certainly an interesting choice that they went with. But I don't think we're getting the power up for a Hato minute. Tomoyo's outfit designs are always fantastic. I don't know which ones I like the most. That's so fair. There's so many outfits. And then they made, like, even more outfits for the sake of the video game, so we have outfits on outfits. Oh my goodness, I'm sneezy. I saw a non-sub of the new episode. Still need to watch the sub one. Yeah, I definitely think the sub one is necessary for this outfit because stuff happens and I think you do need the context of what's going on because it's not always the best looking. It was an episode. I'm gonna try not to rant about it because I had very, very strong feelings and I really had to hold back in my episode review for today. Alright, but this outfit, like, part of me wants to like it because I really like the colors and I like the thought process behind it. I kind of like the pajama vibes we really have with it too. But there's also something about this where it's so 90s. Like, this screams Super Saiyan. I think it's the spiky shoulder pads that keep throwing me off. Like, I love that this is like a kimono style thing where we have some kind of obi going on here. I love the Sakura, like the purple Sakura petals and the way it is in the front. I love the way that this comes down. But, like, I don't know if the pajama pants are really helping it because it's so poofy. The outfit's so poofy that I feel like we need to have something that's not poofy by contrast. Like, the closest thing we have is the sleeves are a little bit tighter. But, like, it's a lot of poof. And I, like, every part of me wants to like this outfit, but I don't think I love it. I think it's just kind of middle of the road. But how middle of the road? We're sticking in a cookie with icing and it may leave there at some point. I know Sakura since 2019. The movie of her going to Hong Kong. Aw. I can't believe Tomoyo doesn't have any magic powers. Yeah, she's one of those characters in the series where she's got latent magical potential, but all that magical potential just goes to Sakura, and I'm like, we're doing the thing we did with Toya, where it's like, they have magic, they just don't really use it, they just kind of power up somebody else. Alright, now the next one is really interesting for a casual outfit, because it's this pastel. You can't have a pastel black, but it's a lighter black and then like a light orange where like the outfit it's cute, but it definitely feels like you would only wear this the first day and last day of October. Like, otherwise there's not a good, like, unless this is your school uniform, there should be no reason why you're wearing like an ashy black with light orange. This is like, hey, I wanted to go to school today, but I wanted to feel a little festive for the autumn season, you know what I mean? But it's like, there's nothing objectively wrong with it other than the colors are way too specific. I put it in cookie with icing. The Brazilian Portuguese dub is amazing of the original series, and I watched the English, which unfortunately I've seen better. Yeah, the Japanese, as always, is really memorable. Absolutely. I think we were talking about the dub earlier, where the English dub is something. It sure be doing something. Next up, we just have like a very basic casual outfit, light orange shirt with a skirt that's pleated. It looks like there's an underlining that's black, and then she's got short little orange socks to match. Pretty straightforward. There's like, it doesn't do anything in specific, it's just there. It's an outfit. It's not like bad, but it's also just not the most exciting thing. Compared to everything else, it's not the most exciting. Alright, we're back to our like jestery outfits. This one, like the Jester Wizard outfit, this one's a pretty decent balance. Like this, for some reason, though, reminds me so much of the designs for the Tales of games. Like, I don't know why that immediately evokes, like, the early Tales of franchise. But that's what this outfit's doing for me. I kind of like the cape that, like, starts in the front and then moves to the back. I don't know how much you're gonna trip on that, but it's cute. I think the colors are harmonious enough. You've got, like, the dark purple, you've got the yellow, and then you have an orange highlight, but at least, like, it's consistent throughout the outfit, so it makes sense. And I think it's fine enough. I don't think I have any particular qualms with this one. I was thinking of doing a 3D model of Cure Summer, excellent tropical style. Ooh, and then I got kind of lazy. I don't want to find someone. Yeah, that's the problem with 3D. I've been cooking in the maybe VTuber-ish category, and part of it is like I would do my own 3D model. I'm still waiting for the final design to get finished up. But in regards to it, it's one of those things where I just have to also, I could make the base for I could make more grounds on the 3D model, but I am lazy. 3D model is like, I have to be in the mental space to be doing that. And then there's the Ghost Stories dub. Good lord. The Ghost Stories dub is something. It's something. Oh. However, the new arc anime series, the Funimation did a better job in the English dubs. Monica Rael plays Sakura again. She's a legendary voice actress. I do like, so that's one of the things, especially with the dubs, is that I think so much of the dubs in the early days were not so much that the voice actors were bad voice actors. I think it was the direction and the localization that were more of a problem. Because, like, Terry Hawks is a fantastic voice actress, but obviously there's some not fantastic lines with Sailor Moon. I think it really just, I think more often than not, the voice actors are good voice actors. They just don't always have the best direction. And I also think back in the day, the expectation for the dub of an anime was so low bar because they were like, animes are like low budget things where they're like, we'll throw some English into it, but we're not going to try very hard. Like nowadays, especially voice actors, like voice actors for anime get paid a lot more than they used to. And I think the expectation for good voice acting nowadays is much higher. Because I feel like we all just kind of settled back in the day. We weren't super upset with voice acting, especially since it was just newer in general. But I feel like the expectations for a vocal performance have gone up significantly. Hi, what I miss? We've gone through this many outfits. If you have any opinions on the current selection of outfits, please feel free to share. If you have any sort of strong feelings, whether you've seen Cardcaptor Sakura or not, we have quite a few knocked out. We've got a bit more to go. But this is what we have so far. This is who's on the chopping block next. And away we go. I like that they use this kind of turquoise because I don't feel like we see this color utilized a lot. Again, this is another color that's not used a lot, especially as the main color, because usually you see a lighter toothpastey version of this, but this is a darker turquoise. The yellow, again, is the contrast thing, where they're like, we gotta make it contrasty, blue to yellow again. It's got the starry vibe. It's got the Van Gogh vibes to it a little bit, minus the sharper blue that goes in there as a third color. Like, the shape of it doesn't bother me. I do think, realistically, having the pumpkin puffy pants and then having the coattails come on like that doesn't look good in real life. It looks really dumb and it doesn't fall down. Like, it doesn't fold over it the way you think it should. But anime makes it unrealistic and doesn't make it a problem. But normally this stuff doesn't, it looks funky. It literally looks kind of like it like orbs around the pants in real life. But I like that it's a jacket. You know, she's warmer. Sometimes we need to be warmer. I know she likes to have her shoulders getting cold in some outfits, so sometimes we gotta be a little bit warmer. It's not bad. Probably because of how popular. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think the rise of anime has made it much stronger. I think that's been something that's big on making the demand higher. I'm agreeing with your tier so far. Thank you. Thank you. I know I've been having some, like, hot takes on some of the outfits. And I'm like, fandom, don't kill me. Don't kill me, but these are my opinions. Alright, next we have another outfit. I was gonna try to categorize it, but it kind of just, like, hits a bunch of different categories. I think for me, when it comes to, like, pleating and stuff, I don't know if I love the fact that we're trying to do a bunch of different types, because we have, like, more of a higher pleat, and then here we have, like an uneven scallop thing going on, and I feel like these just don't match each other. Like, in real life, having these pleats on top of something that's not really pleated, and it's a bit more flat, is gonna be kind of funky unless you, like, horsehair it. Like, it just feels like some of this stuff doesn't agree with itself. The colors are fine, though. I do love, again, this is another example of just, like, this one, where we have the pink, the purple, and the, I guess, lighter pink. Color palette's fine. I don't know if I super duper love this. I guess it's kind of, like, mishmashed Bo Peep is gonna be the way, that's how I'm gonna categorize it. It's not as fond. Not as fond as that one. There's one scene in the manga that I wish that was in the anime, but I always love to read the moment in the manga to remember, enjoy, and laugh hearing their anime voices in my mind. Which scene? Which scene? Also, which arc? There's so much Sakura. There's so much Cardcaptor Sakura. Cardcaptor Sakura, the OG, or Cardcaptors, the OG Cardcaptor Sakura dub. OP is a banger. Cardcaptors! That was one thing. If there was one thing that they were unnecessarily good at back in the day, if it was nothing else, was I think they did a phenomenal job at having localized openings. Like the Glitter Force dub opening is good. Even if I like Butterfly, the Digimon opening I also was good. All of the Pokemon openings I think are fire. They like go really hard for the Pokemon openings. I think like the again localized openings, and then they did a lot of localized endings too for when Funimation did their adaptations as well, and I liked them a lot. Sometimes it would just be English dubbing of the ending themes is another thing Funimation did. Like they did for the opening and ending of Fruits Basket, and I think them having an English version that's really good and high quality and the lyrics don't sound dumb. I highly appreciate the effort. Yeah, so like the Pokemon opening, yeah, Pokemon openings I think are a huge example of like them having really good localization. I think the only thing that's kind of weird about the Pokemon openings, which will always be kind of a bit of thing, is that Pokemon was advertised to be something for boys here, so all of the openings are really aggressively boy rock band songs, whereas there was a twist in the Japanese ones where they have really soft openings with like female voices singing. And so I'm like, it kind of sucks that there's a level of sexism that happened there, but at the same time, I'm also like, the Pokemon openings are all really good, so I'm gonna let it slide. But they also, that's what they did with Digimon, where like that Digimon digital monsters. And I was like, it was a beat. They also did that with the Yu-Gi-Oh opening too, because Yu-Gi-Oh has like a kind of a bright opening, and like the really aggressive, like ominous boy opening we have in America is also pretty good. I love the Yu-Gi-Oh openings in Japan, but I also really like our American openings as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're pretty nice. The second part of the original manga, the scene where poor Sakura was hurting her fingers every day and Shaoran was hurt. Uh, Shaoran notices in the school and asks how she's doing, and they make excuses. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Dude, any kind of cute moment between Sakura and Shaoran was so good. Pokemon openings are fire. Thank you. We have agreements here. I love the first English Pokemon opening. Yeah, this. I mean, there's the OG. Like, you can't. Gotta catch them all. Like, we can't. There's nothing better. It reminds me of comparing to the. I don't even think I know. It's ironic because I think I watched the latter half of Sonic X in Japanese because they didn't have English. But I only know the English opening of Sonic X. I don't think I actually know what the Japanese version is. I wish Precure was selling in America. It'd be pretty funny of Glitter Force fans to realize it's Smile Precure. I do think that eventually is going to happen because at least, maybe not America, but in Europe, they're pushing to have more and more adaptations locally for Precure, which is great because it will at least mean if Europe picks up on it, then America, will just be last per usual. Some Digimon openings are great and good, especially the very first. Dude, if we're talking yeah, the English ones, I do love the English opening for Digimon. It's such a classic. I would love to find some around like Walmart and Hot Topic. Oh yeah, like finding like the actual toys and stuff. It would be nice to be able to buy that. I'm surprised with Glitter Force when they pushed it that they didn't try to at least put some of the products on the shelves in like Target and stuff, but I guess they didn't want to reprint all of the Smile Precure and Doki Doki products. Anyways, we are moving on to the next one. There is actually a proper term for this one because I own the petite Nindoroid for this. It's like Platinum Crown or something. This is one that I bought just because the Nindoroid was cheap and I wanted to collect all the Nindoroids. I don't love this outfit. I like the color coordination of the gold and stuff, but like the whole like baby chick thing didn't vibe with me as much here, which is ironic because again I do love a bird aesthetic, but this is very like chick to me, like a little baby chick, not like chick as in derogatory woman, but like she just felt like a fresh egg. This is another endmate. I guess I just don't like the egg aesthetic. I do like that this kind of like comes off like wings, but again it's like lowered wings versus flared up wings. I was not as fond as this one, but I think yellow is not my favorite color, but it's not bad, and I think it grew on me the more I owned the figure. So I'm putting it up there. I had to go through character development with that one. What? All right. There are a good amount of Precure merchandise at Japanese supermarkets near me. Oh, I'm so jealous, Holt. I think one rare time I had a Japanese grocery store downtown where I lived as a kid, and they had keychains that they had as promotional items, like the little keychains that they have at Family Mart in Japan. They sold here, but they only had a very small selection of them. And when they were sold out, they're like, "Well, we're not getting any more." They were just part of a promotional item, and I was like, "No!" That was back when Sweet Precure was airing. Do 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 do. Now, the Pokemon openings I like: Pokemon Johto, Born to be a Winner, Master Quest, Unbeatable, Gotta Catch 'em All, of course. And we all live in a Pokemon world. Yeah, they're so good. Oh, God, some of them were so good. I think I really liked the ones that were during the, like, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Gen 3 openings. I think I had the most connection to, because I think that's when I most vigilantly watched the the Pokemon anime. Let's not forget that Italy has some banger music for TV shows as well. Dude, if you guys have not watched it, Doraemani made a video on Mermaid Melody. Highly, highly recommend it, but that's also because Mermaid Melody is one of my all-time favorite magical girl shows. And I was like, oh my god, is she gonna mention? Like, she was talking about the music and how the music was fire, and I was like, she better mention the Italian Mermaid Melody music, which I was like, it's such a niche thing, because she had mentioned that she'd seen Mermaid Melody a little bit more recently than when she was a kid. And I was like, but do people experience the Italian album of Mermaid Melody? Do they know? Do people know about it? Like, those of us who watched it back in the day, it was the only thing on iTunes. We didn't have normal Mermaid Melody music on our Spotify. We had to only the Italian versions. And that's how everybody found out the Italian versions existed when you're not from Italy. And I'm like, do they know? And she did. She covered in the video. I was so happy. This is gonna be another thing I gotta remember to do at the end of stream, is to add that video as well as, like, a video to recommend after you finish this one. Highly, highly recommended. But she did talk about the Italian covers, which Italian covers of music goes really hard. I think there's also a couple, I'm trying to remember what shows it was, but Germany also did some covers that were pretty solid for Magical Girl series. I can't remember if it was Do Re Mi or something else. But they have their versions as well, and I was like, girl, Germany, you were hiding. I didn't know you could be that good. I didn't know you were hiding the music talent. The only anime German music I know is that one crazy version of the Naruto opening. That's also kind of a hit, though. For anybody, if anybody has not seen the Naruto German opening, I recommend it. It's a ride. It's a ride and a half. I also love the first and second Pokérap. They're classics, absolute classics. Alright, if you watch the Brazilian version of Cardcaptor Sakura, you'll be surprised that Karo-chan is by the voice of Karo-chan, but it's good and funny. What, did they do that thing where they make him dark, like, not dark, deep? Like, they give him a deep voice instead? That, I can't remember what it was. Oh, no, I was playing Genshin, and there's this enemy that in the English version, it's like, I'm a little gremlin, and then you go to the, like, Japanese version, it's like, I am a gremlin. And I was like, why is the voice so deep? You lost me. You lost me. How did your voice get so deep? Why is it so deep? And ours is like gremlin. So funny. When I watched the original Japanese version, I was not expecting Karo's voice to be like that. They must have changed the pitch. That is my guess. Final answer, I think they changed the pitch. Mermaid Melody is my plan to watch. Dude, I think I'm going to try to section stuff off. I think I'm going to do, for this summer, this coming summer, if I can stick to it, I think I'm going to cover magical girl shows that are mermaid themed to be, like, the summer theme. I'm still figuring out if I'm going to do, because I think it might be too late to do a fall one, which fall would just be witches. I have to think about a theme for a bunch of magical girl shows to cover in the winter, and then spring I think I'm going to do fairies. I think that's my goal, to add more shows to the channel that I'm reviewing. But yeah. I did finally record, and it will be uploaded probably tomorrow. There will be a brand new review tomorrow for another show. And that will come up. I just finished editing it today, and I was like, I'm not putting it up with the Precure episode. We need to have some air between my reviews. But stay tuned for that. I'm currently watching Jewel Pet in terms of magical girl anime. I need to get through the Sanrio Magical Girl series. There's so many of them. And it's been one of those things where I've been overly intimidated, but I need to watch them. I had wrote a fanfiction crossover of me and some characters in the world of Sakura after the original timeline, but I canceled it. Oh, and it lives in my memories. That just be how fanfic should go. It's so much work, but like you always have the fond memories. Germany had some really good covers for Futariwa Precure and a banger for the Wings opening. I feel like most. This is gonna be my Wings hot take. I think most versions of the Wings opening that don't come out of Italy are. I hate the Rai opening, but every other opening for Wings is so much better. I heard Digimon Braveheart in Spanish and German fan covers, and they're really good. I need to do that. I gotta explore, because I wonder how many countries bother to do their own version of stuff before they all kind of just stopped doing that and we all just settled on whatever the original version was. Anyways, we have the Platinum opening outfit. This one's just gorgeous. Like, this is such a signature outfit for the franchise. I absolutely adore every aspect of this outfit. The puff sleeve, the way that it flows out, very ballerina. I love the asymmetry in the tights. This is easily just one of the best outfits in the franchise. It's in the opening for a reason. We're bringing her all the way up there. We have another one on the throne. Like, we might see some consistency on where I'm putting these characters and how the outfits are, but that's where we're putting the wedding cake one. I just remembered, do you have a nickname, or is it okay to call you Noblest EA? So, name breakdown real quick. So, technically speaking, the name was Noblest EA, and then a streamer read it as Noblest T, and I was like, sick, that's my brand. That's I forget that on YouTube it has capital EA. It's turned into Noblest T, and I'm just too lazy to change it for YouTube purposes. People, it's ironic. The first people who watched me stream, my nickname was Nobles, and the people from that era will call me Nobles. But after I've integrated into the Precure fandom, they call me T there. So T is like my number one nickname nowadays. A lot of people call me T, but I go by either Nobles or T for like the shorthand of it. I was never like strong enough to have a preference and be like, you can only be one or the other. So Nobles or T, either of those nicknames is totally fine with me. It's Sanrio and remove the T. They keep blaming Nick, thinking that they're the ones who created the other seasons of Winx, even though they're not the owners of it. It's Rainbow who made Winx. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a signature Sakura outfit I saw on the CD-ROM covers. Exactly one of the most traditional ones. Which we go into the other ones. Now, if we're going to talk about my all-time favorite outfit, which this has a name that I don't remember. This is the best outfit in the entire franchise. Hands down. They popped off so hard for this one. And I love it to bits. It's another opening one. I think some versions of it call it, like, the crystal tier outfit. Other ones, like, call it the feather something or another. There's an actual name for this one. It's easily the best outfit in the entire franchise. Like, when I saw the opening with this outfit, I was like, she cannot be any better. She has peaked. Like, it doesn't get any better than her. Her right there. I love her. Best outfit in the entire franchise, easily. Hands down. No notes. Alright then, T or T-Chan? Either one. Whatever one makes you happy. I'm good with either. Then we have the first one for what Catch You Catch Me opening one outfit where she's on the roof. This outfit, I think I would not love as much as I have just because it's so iconic. Like, this is one of the most, like, known outfits in the entire franchise for her. So I think it really just grew on me. Like, I don't know what I disliked about it before, to be honest. I just remember being like, this one was not as good as, like, the Platinum outfit. Like, I like the Platinum outfit more than it. But I genuinely don't have many issues with it. It's very well color coordinated. There's no jarring issues with the outfit in of itself. It's just cute, and it's just very, like, this is Cardcaptor Sakura, so I put her up here. She go up there. That's a beautiful outfit too. Bright. It as a star. Right? This one. Gorgeous. Love her. Tree topper all the way. Some songs got dubbed into Brazilian. Oh, Brazilian Portuguese. Almost forgot they're actually good. I'll have to listen to them. I'll probably also ask Leo because he probably would have a good list of knowledge. He's pretty into music in general. Alright, then we have this outfit. So this is definitely the ones where they go to be, like, a little bit more gender. but I just don't understand what's happening in our waist area here. Where I feel like the outfit would have been fine if it was just like the top and the pants, but they do this thing I don't know enough about male outfits to know. I do not know men's fashion enough to really understand what's happening here. But I just hate this. Whatever this thing is, I hate it. Otherwise, the outfit's not actually that bad. And I know it brings together the white here with the white and the red in the boots. But I just like, this is one of those outfits where it feels like it's too long. It's the same sensation I was feeling here where it feels like the outfit is just making her look really long. Where she does at the end of the day, in like hindsight, you look at an outfit like this where you're like, she do have long legs. But like, it feels like they took her and they like stretched her. I don't understand. I don't think I fully comprehend what we're doing here today. But it's something. I don't think I particularly care for this outfit. Color-wise, it's fun. It's neat. It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing, though. Good came back. Happy to see opening 3 in the tier, as it should be. Girl, absolutely. Absolutely! We go all in. The episode of Alice in Wonderland and that episode of Sakura getting so small and almost getting eaten by a cat and the mantis, she wears cute outfits. True. Her Alice in Wonderland outfits do kind of pop off. I do have strong fondness for them. This outfit I absolutely love. This is again where I really think they pulled off the black accents really, really well. I love that the trim is black. I love that she's got this sassy black, like, pencil skirt and black black thigh high boots, especially because this is like an outfit that you see, like, I guess I really blame Team Rocket. Team Rocket is why, like, I kind of associate this bottom fit as being, like, the villainous thing. I think they also had, like, the high boots and the pencil skirt were just really popular in, like, late 90s, early 2000s villainous characters. Because I think several characters in, like, Mermaid Melody that are the villains have that kind of fit going on. But I love it on Sakura here. Like, for what would be, like, a decent villainous outfit, she really rocks, and I think the light pink really makes it kind of in the good guy category. I very much like this outfit. And I just think that this is, like, such a sassy top here. Like, it's so unapologetic. I adore this outfit to bits. It's a good, strong contender for me. To the brownie. You know what? I take it back. You go to the donut. She almost slipped in the wedding, but she goes in the donut. Sakura is my pan icon. I don't care what homophobic will say. I'm bi and a demigirl and I'm proud of her. There you go. There you go. I agree. Also, let's be honest, most of the outfits in Clear Card are 1, a copy of the OG stuff, 2, look weird, or just boring. I didn't get what was up with that, but I don't like 80 to 90% of the Clear Card outfits. Interesting. I feel like some are hits and some are misses. I do think like the casual outfits are really weak in Clear Card. Like these casual outfits, they ain't doing it. They're not living their best life. Like, I mean, Miss Pastoral over here to like Miss Picnic Nightmare, like, let's be real. Even though Mei Ling was never meant in the manga stories, I love her and her character develop in the series, and she comes back in the new arc of the anime, made me so happy to see her again. I really liked, like, Mei Ling was one of those characters, because I absolutely hated the, like, jealous archetype. They drove me up the wall, but I think Mei Ling has been the peak character that convinced me that I don't hate that archetype. I just hate the misogyny. Because her character development and her devotion to Sakura, once they got past it, was significantly better. Ironically, my first episode in the Brazilian dub series on TV that I watched was the episode where Mei Ling tries to catch a Clo card, the fight card, and wow, still remember today. I think they were really impactful. I always associate her because I think the fight card or the like reincarnation of the fight card and clear card is when she shows back up. Because they had those twin fighters that they had to fight in that one episode with Mei Ling and Sakura. Alright, we have another casual outfit from Clear Card. This one, I think, is fine for the most part. It's very similar to the other, or is this Clear Card? It's Clear Card, isn't it? Because her hair's lighter. It's similar to the other wintry outfit that I reviewed that was cutesy. If I can remember where I even put it. Help, I've lost it. This one. It reminds me of this one a lot. However, I think it's worse. Like, I like that they have the pinstripes. I think those are fun for the tights. I don't know what's going on with the collar. Like, I don't know why they put doodads on the collar. Just keep it white. And it's, like, less fluffy. I think it's just a not as good version of this. This is, like, the Walmart edition. Put it, like, yeah, here, health bar. Do, 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 do. It's both regular day-to-day outfits. I don't know. They tried a different style with giving her poofy pants almost all the time, and I don't get why. But also the opening outfit's great. I love the like, I think any of the signature outfits from Clear Card are pretty strong contenders. I'm pretty fond of them, which we're gonna get to the last couple of those. Um, this outfit is great. I don't even remember, like, this outfit showed up before Clear Card even aired, which I don't remember why it came out of nowhere, but this is also such a really, for me, a really good way to update Cardcaptor Sakura for the new generation. Like, you don't see it super well from this image here. It's all tiny. But the ribbons in this are all, like, white, red, white. They all have these, like, red striping that goes inside of the ribbon itself, and the ribbons are, like, unapologetically everywhere in this outfit. I have the figure that came with this, like, the first figure before Clear Card aired, and it's really a good outfit, like, when you look at it up close. And it's got another one, like, it has that, it's the magical girl edition of the really cute winter outfits. Like, you take a cute winter outfit like this, but you upgrade it into a magical girl outfit, and that's what this feels like. I really enjoy this outfit a bunch. I would cosplay this. Very cute. And I love, like, one of the things that I think is underutilized in Precure is the shawl, or, like, not Precure, I keep saying that, in magical girl outfits, is the power of a shawl. I really do think, like, the little, like, kind of choir cloak is such a cute addition, and I think we should have more of them. I said it. So we're gonna take you up here. I think you're done. I don't know if you're quite up here with the queens and the wedding cake tier, but you're up there, queen. So far, no soul tier. Yeah, I thought I would have harsher opinions on some stuff. This girl, Miss Carrot, is asking for it, though. She might get demoted if we really come back around. But for the most part, I don't think I hated these things as much as I thought I would. Let me make sure I caught up. Episode fight outfits are boring and weird. They're just, like, mostly nothing cute aside from the frog. That's fair. She just doesn't wear as many outfits in the Clear Card. Like, a lot of the time when the cards show up, she's in a casual outfit and not a magical girl outfit, which is kind of a bummer. If Sakura transported into the world of Pokemon, which region would fit best for her and what kind of Pokemon? I feel like she'd, like, not that it's my favorite by any means, but I feel like Kalos would be a good fit for her. I feel like the very Frenchy, heavily, like, the first generation to get really heavy outfit customization would very much be for Sakura. Because otherwise I'd say Alola, but she needs to have the option to have cold outfits. She rocks the colder outfits. She can't handle the hot climate all the time. I'm partial to Hoenn and Johto. I really love those too, but I can feel that she also fits in Kalos. Similar-minded. Alright, we have the... Shoot. Is it Romeo and Juliet? It was... I get this confused. No, this is Snow White. It was the Snow White prince outfit where she kisses Princess Shaoran. Hi, Ben! How are you doing today? I hope all is well. This is an iconic outfit all the way. She's so gender. We love her. I literally no notes. Like, she's just a prince. Like, if we've ever had, like, a cutesy prince adaptation, like, she just absolutely clears with this outfit. I have 0 notes. Nice choice, Kalos region. Let's go Kalos. Is it okay? I know we got Pokemon people in here. Especially, I definitely know Ben's in here. We got Pokemon people. Who is ready? We are less than 2 weeks away, everybody. Are you so ready? Like, I gotta give it to them. Before, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be excited about Legends ZA. I've been so nervous. The last few Pokemon entries have gotten, like, they've really just gone down. They've super declined. But, dude, ZA, now that they put out more trailers and they've shown more customization and shops and stuff, I'm like, okay, I'm a little hyped. I'm a little bit hyped. I got really excited for it. The Sleeping Beauty episode is so good. It's good. It's one of the best. I think between their version of that and then the Romeo and Juliet that they do for Precure, Futarewa, was good. Good stuff. I'm so ready. I have it pre-ordered. Same. I think that's the only thing that's going to suck for me. Is that I always want to get physical copies of the game, and I need to not cave because I've done this and it's not financially a good decision. I keep buying the digital version because I want it midnight when it comes out, and then I wait like the 4 days it takes to ship to me. But I'm like, I think this year I need to be patient. I will let people play it without me, and then I will get my physical copy and I can play it and I can stream it. I need to, the second they drop tracking for my package, I'm gonna take off the day from work when it comes in and I'm gonna stream it all day. I'm so excited for it. I like the play episode of Go Princess. Another one. Also fantastic. Oh, so much happiness. I'm not sure I'm gonna buy it, but maybe Christmas, who knows. That's totally fair. It's so expensive. Like, that's the one thing that makes me mad about this one, is it's so expensive. It's almost $100. Plus the DLC. Like, it's really pricing people out. And again, it's supposed to be for kids. Like, you parents do not want to put a 3-digit number on a game for a child. I really wish it was not as expensive. It should not be as expensive as it is. Especially when people just bought a brand new console and you're going to make it nearly $100. Rude. What evolutions would Sakura and her friends have? Ooh. 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 Probably, let's be real, she'll probably be a Sylveon. Like, this outfit is just straight up, like, it's a Sylveon. She'd probably be a Sylveon girly, or just an Eevee girly, because Eevee matches her hair color. I was gonna say Espeon, but Espeon would be a Tomoyo Pokemon, hands down. Shaoran would probably get something like Flareon to match his fiery personality. Maylin would do, like, I think she'd rock an Umbreon. Those are my bets. I hope Legends AI can make good costume choices again. Dude, I've seen some of the character creators. Dude, it's looking really good. I'm so hyped for it. So hyped for it. I would say for Wind, because she's using the card. Oop, no, chat, come back. I was reading that. Using that card was something for each of the elemental cards, like the base, and we need something for the Heart Hope card she made. True. Where we had an actual timer for a battle and actually stayed during the attack stock animation. Oh, back in the day. I felt so sassy. I tried not to say it, but Toei recently posted the fight between what is her name? Despair and Scarlet. And I was so close to being like, the last time the animation was good in Precure for a fight scene. Like, they peaked with that and we never went back. I did not say that. I was nice. Alright, let's see. This outfit is the best. I love this outfit even more than the white one. It's so Sakura. It's so opening. I love this so much. Are we talking about the one right here that we're on? I'm making sure, because I know chat could be a little bit delayed. This one? This one has a name. The figure is Rocket Beat. This has an actual name. This one is really good. This is very much like going back to its roots of being Alice in Wonderland. I can't speak today. I'm quite fond of this outfit. I think it looks so good in the opening. Like, I love the way they handled it in the opening with the rose field. That was peak. But I also think the opening made me biased. I think this is another really good one. I really enjoy I love my figure with that one because it has giant roses. And I'm like, oh, who's gonna complain about a giant rose? Alright, let's see. Her brother would have a Flareon. That's a good point. I don't know what Toyo would have. In my opinion, Sakura would be Sylveon, Shaoran would be Umbreon, Tomoyo would be Espeon. I feel that. I think we're all kind of agreeing on, like, Espeon. I feel like you need Espeon because of the speed card and the resemblance to Espeon or Glaceon. Yeah. We can have earrings! See? Ben understands what we need in these new Pokemon games. We get earrings! Mailing, Leafeon. I can see that. In Shield, I wear glasses, a hat, dress in green and red. Dude, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up something where we can have submissions. When the game drops and people do have the game, people gotta start posting their fits. Once we get, like, far enough for the game to exist for people to afford the outfits in the game, because I'm sure they're gonna be overly expensive, as they always are, I want to see, we want to have a fit. We're going to have a fit stream where people just show off their cute outfits in Pokemon. And for people who don't have the Pokemon game but want to participate, we'll let you choose an outfit. We'll have you be on, you're going to be in chat and you're going to tell us exactly how you dress your character and we're going to make it real. Now, if we had the rest of the Go Princess with the excellent battle animation, I know. Damn Savage, but Go Pre will always be the Sakura season. Facts. They like really went so hard. Yes, the one with the red hearts. Exactly. Okay, we have taste. We have taste in chat. All right, we have another gestury wizard outfit. Again with the complementary colors, with the orange and the ugly yellow hanging out with this blue. I don't know. No. You know what? No. I like the Batwing. The colors are atrocious. The colors are really making it bad. And the jumpsuit, I don't know if I love. This is very like Kingdom Hearts, but with less good color coordination. This is cute. This is another, like, it gives me fairy energy. I love the little puffy skirt. I love the simplistic colors. And then we got her little hat. I love this one. It's cute. Anyways, moving along. Alright, we have basically the angelic layer outfit, which is so, like, it's the future tech alien aesthetic. I feel like this aesthetic is not for me, but I do think it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not for me. I might put it a little bit lower in the it's not bad, but it's not for me category. do. Alright, just letting you know now my Pokemon outfits always have some form of orange in them. If you make it work, I believe in you. I believe in you. Orange may not be my favorite color, but that does not mean we can't make it look good. I love Kingdom Hearts, as we should. As we should. I'll be playing on Switch 1. Yeah, I mean, it's so fair. I'm glad at least the game has a Switch 1 version. But they did say this is the last Pokemon game that's going to be for the Switch 1. That's a mainline game. Orange, yellow, and blue can work, but you have to use the right shades of those colors. Yeah, you definitely have to use the right shades and the right, like, balancing. Like, right quantities of each. Alright, now we're getting into a lot of basic outfits. We are going with her school uniform, because I think this is winter to summer. Like, it's the same. This is both the elementary school one, but just depending on the time of year, which I think are good uniforms. As somebody who grew up with heinous uniforms, these are good. They're really solid uniforms. I think whenever I look at Japanese uniforms and then I think back to, like, the uniforms I had as a kid, instantly better. Instantly better than what I had to tolerate in my youth. So, like, anything better than what I had to do. My outfits were ugly. Like, I had, like, a button down with, like, the worst combination of plaid under the sun. And I will never forgive my school for thinking that was an okay thing to do to us. Alright, now we just have some basic outfits. Like, really, the problem with these is going to be the basic outfits. Is that they're not doing anything wrong. They're just boring. They're just normal outfits. She's got her typical shorts. And then she's got a top. And that's it. There's not much else going on here. That's all. Now, this outfit alleviates a problem I mentioned earlier for those of us who were in her stream earlier. Where's her twin? Where's the other one? Here we go. So I'm putting these next to each other just to compare for a second. The worst problem of this outfit was the red gloves. Because what I had said before is that the very child thing to happen is you only have one pair of gloves and they're usually some heinous color. Which is these red gloves. And it did not look good in this outfit because that red does not go with that purple. However, because this is all gray, the one accent of red survives. It gets promoted to a higher tier. After suffering for so long, they made a good decision here. Because the red highlight gloves, they fit. They work. They make it happen. It's totally fine. That's what we gotta do. And now we're on our final row of outfits. Alright, let's catch up. I kind of feel that the only color that doesn't work really well on Sakura is orange. She doesn't have much orange outfits aside from the cheerleading one, and I don't really like that, and Tomoya doesn't make it. I think orange is also going to be a bit tougher animation wise, because when you get to like oranges and like certain tones of peach, it gets too close to the skin color. Like she has this casual outfit with orange that's not bad, but also for some reason orange whenever they do it in this series is always very loud. Like orange can be a subtle color, but for the most part whenever there's orange in the outfit, it's very intense. Like we got Miss Carrot over here in this one. The orange is just so intense and it's like we could have an orange like this where it's a little bit more subtle, but again, we just have the back of this outfit for no reason. Da 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 da. Wish Tomoyo made an outfit with a dinosaur or a dragon theme. Dragon theme would go so hard with like, yeah, scales and a small tail. That'd be fun. I like where we're cooking here. Yeah, the long sleeve are the winter, autumn, and the coat with the pink gloves you have the outfit a little bit down the line, and then the white shirt for the spring, for spring summer. I never went to a private school, so I never had a uniform besides gym. My school, when we were little, I don't think we weren't private, we were just small. And they were like, when we have field trips, they'd have a uniform for us, and they were just really hideous. They were just really, really bad. I didn't have one for middle school and high school, though, which was great. It was just when I was in, like, a really, really tiny school in the middle of nowhere. On the coast. They were like, we're gonna, like, American uniforms in general are just usually really hideous, and it makes me super upset. Because when I watched all these anime as a kid, and I saw all these cute uniforms, like, the Yes 5 uniform was so insanely cute. Especially when, like, you see the layering behind it, too. I was like, what do you mean they get to wear those outfits as their school outfits and they're peak fashion? Why are my uniforms ugly? Like, it's the whole American ideology for uniforms where they want to make them, they go out of their way to make them ugly because they're like, we don't want people thinking kids are cute and attacking them and kidnapping them, so they make them really ugly. And I'm like, I hate this. I hate the world we live in. Alright, wait, purple isn't the coat blue or, with the red ones? This, from here, it's like, it's kind of a purplish blue. It's like that, well, there's a term for it. It's closer to a purple than it is to, like, a blue, and it looks bad with the gloves. ZA starter, Totodile. So many people love Totodile. And then the evolution is Leafeon. Everybody, okay, turn. My starter is gonna be Chikorita because I've always been a Chikorita truther. I loved Bayleaf back in the day when she was in the anime. So I've always been a Chikorita truther. And then evolution, I'm probably gonna settle for Sylveon again. It's gonna be like my 18th Sylveon. My boxes on home are just nothing but endless boxes of Sylveon. I wish I could get a shiny Eevee so I could have my purple periwinkle. That's a, yeah, periwinkle. Exactly. But yeah, I would love a shiny Sylveon because I like the blue one better than the pink. We had a uniform shirt, but you have to have a plain colored shirt with the symbol of the school on it. And you could not wear shorts, but of course it was only applied to the girls and not the boys. Yep. That sounds very familiar. That's how they do it. Because I think we also had a gym uniform we had to get. We had, which, it was also ugly, but I didn't mind the gym uniform being ugly because I'm working out in it. I think it was just like a white cotton shirt. And then, I forget the brand. There's a brand of shorts that existed back in there, which just like very elastic navy blue shorts. Chikorita base is my favorite line of Pokemon. Let's go. Chikorita truthers in chat. Chikorita and truthers in chat. My sister also loves Chikorita. She'll have one in ZA too. And I know my cousin will choose Tepig. I'm really scared for the Megas for the starters because I have a sneaking suspicion they may not be great. Megas are so hit or miss. Chikorita is who I'm going with, but no evolution. I have other Pokemon planned. Ooh. Ooh, what teams are we building? I also am this tempted to do a run, but I think it depends on what Pokemon will be in the game. I'm tempted to do a Ladybug run where I just have like cats and bug type Pokemon so that it can be like Miraculous Ladybug because it's France. I'm so tempted to do a run like that, but I don't know all the confirmed Pokemon in this game. I'm lucky I've never had a... You've lived your best life if you ever had a uniform. Alright, on to our ski outfit. Bad. I'm coming out swinging. It's a bad outfit. Why is it that bright and then why does it have yellow panels? To be fair, I think this is also just a thing. I think nowadays they actually don't make them as bad as they did before. I think they made them bright because I have my ski outfit from when I was a kid. ugliest thing ever. It had like, it was bright random colors. I think they do it so they don't lose you on the mountain, so that if they see you, like if there's a kid on the mountain and they like fall somewhere and you can see that there's some vibrant, like insane hot pink child sitting on the side. But god, my outfit was hideous when I was a kid for skiing, because I think I had like neon pink pants and then a yellow, like emergency responder yellow jacket with like black stripes. It was awful. My parents did me dirty when it came to winter outfits. My gym uniform was a grayish top and a burgundy red shorts. There's like something that we gotta study the fondness of school and the color burgundy. Like burgundy red. Schools are like, this is it. Morganium, Dragonite, Gudra, Pangoro, and Delphox. I need a water type. Ooh, that's a good lineup. I love a good Gudra. Oh, I'm trying to think about what water types have been confirmed. You can get Starmie. You can see what happens with Starmie. I don't think I'll have an evolution in my ZA main team because I plan to have Chestnut like I did in X. That's a good. I see it. I see it. Then you have the Pokemon Golisopod and the giant Centipede Pokemon. I forgot the name of as your two aces. God. Yeah, there's the red one. And then there's the one that looks like a football player from Alola. Yeah, there's some for the funky bug ones. All right. You could do only miraculous animals since every miraculous is based on animal. You're so right. Sakura RPs, you big brain. That's so true. It's really opening up my options. Also, Ladybug mentioned, I'm happy. I'm so tempted to like go full in on Ladybug, but I may do that as a separate playthrough. I'm like, I should just do it normal, but like, would it not be so funny to like sit here and stream and be like, today I'm Marinette. A normal girl with a normal life. But there's something about me that you don't know yet. I chose Chikorita as my starter. Oh my god. Why do you think the ski outfit is ugly? I love that. Oh, I just think it's too, like, the colors are a lot. I actually really, like, if this was, the color palette was different, I think I would be fine with it. I like the trim, now that I think about it. The Santa Claus trim is cute. I hate the, like, intense yellow and red. It's really the colors. The paneling is actually impressive because ski outfits do have this level of paneling on there because you got 60,000 different pockets. Da -da -da -da. My sister is sad that Hoot Hoot and Noctowl won't be in ZA, but I hope that they'll still come in the DLCs. I hope so. Like, I get that, like, especially since we had Arceus, they didn't have all the Pokemon. They didn't really add all the Pokemon. But, that being said, because they have all the 3D models from Violet and Scarlet, and they aren't any different, the 3D models are negligibly different. They could put every Pokemon that was in Violet and Scarlet in ZA. The only difference would be programming it, but they don't have to 3D model them again. The 3D models are made for this entire generation, and they're just knocking out the last few. But I know that they want to keep the Pokédex smaller because they don't want the game to explode. But I think they should just put all the Pokemon that they have in there. I get that they're like, we're not going to put all the Pokemon in every game moving forward because we have too many Pokemon. I was like, that sounds like a personal problem. Y'all made the Pokemon. That's your own damn fault. Not ours. Put them all in there. I want Delcatty. Justice for Delcatty. I want Delcatty on my team. She's my favorite. Catching up. Gyarados and Starmie share a type with other Pokemon team. Just ignore the two dragons. Oh, I see. You're trying to kind of like the way that people have been doing like Soul Links, where you're trying to make sure you cover all the different water types. I'm trying to remember if you had an ice type, because I think they have Milotic. I think Milotic was confirmed for this game. Centiskorch? No, he's the bacon Pokemon from Galar. Whatever the one was from Alola that the Team Skull leader had. I wrote a list of possible Pokemon in ZA team. I think that Cerebi usually has a ongoing list of Pokemon confirmed in the game. They do that every generation, so I might just check in on that. They did confirm shinies are in the game. Not that any of us thought that wasn't gonna happen, but they did. I know it's a Sakura stream, but Winx Roxy should be yellow because that would complete the rainbow. You're making such Alexis. You're allowed to speak the truth. You're allowed to say what matters. Roxy is a member in my heart as well. I really liked Roxy. Football player looking book. I was wondering if somebody was gonna confused. If somebody was gonna call me out for that. I'm very confused who you're talking about. It's the one where he goes from being a little like horseshoe crab. That's not the right thing. It's like a millibug. And then he stands up and has a bunch of armor and he looks like a football player to me. I'm waiting for people to call me out. Oh, that is Golisopod. Then what's the one that's red in like, well, not red, he's like maroon. And still has like, he's like more like a centipede. But Centiscorch, I know, is the one that looks like bacon. Also, the creator of Miraculous is not good. Yeah. Well, Zag, I don't have any problems with Zag. Thomas is the one who I've got beef with. Thomas just needs to get off social media. And that's what I'll say about that. There's something you don't know about yet. I'm a Mary Sue character with no flaws. Oh my god, because the creator of the show loves me and things. Dude, the Miraculous is such a ride sometimes. Miraculous is such a ride. Honestly, I may skip the water type and go with Furt. Furt's cute. He's a little cutie. Gotta catch them all. There's only 1,200 or 1,025 now. So true. Golisopod, yeah. I like sped run through Sun and Moon. And then, so the problem is really it was from Gen 5 to Gen 7 that I just played them so close together that all of the, like, I cannot tell you what Pokemon are from Unova versus the ones that are from Kalos because I smushed those two games together. Like, I played Black 2, and X all within the same year. So I'm so bad. I'm so bad at remembering who's who in those games. And then shortly thereafter, I played Alola, and I didn't play... I have Ultra Moon. I did not finish Ultra Moon because I was mad at how similar it was to the original. I was like, why is it the same game? Why is it not different? Like, at least when I played Emerald and I played Platinum, there were pretty big differences in those games. Even Black 2 was significantly different from Black. But I was so mad that Ultra Moon was the same for the most part, with like random new characters that just have one-liners, but for the most part it's the same game, and it made me mad. Gosh, I'm sorry, I hate the part of Miraculous I love. And some of the characters are great, but there's also, yeah, it's, again, I 100% feel you. I definitely do not like the team, or not really the team, it's really just Thomas. There's only one storyboard artist who used to work on it who also said stuff that kind of sucked, but he's gone now to my understanding. But yeah, Thomas is one of those things where it's like, he definitely sours the pot, unfortunately. But for the most part, like, I try to enjoy Miraculous where I can. And then Zag, I feel bad for Zag, because Zag does nothing wrong. He's just like, here's this series that I made. Isn't it fun? And then Thomas is like, I'm gonna make everybody hate it. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, Zag. You're trying your best. And Pokemon X, my main team was Charizard X, Ampharos, Gardevoir, Lucario, Hydreigon, and Chestnut. Each Gen Pokemon. I love that. I love the spread. In Alola, Guzma is Guzma. Yeah, he's the one with the Golisopod. I mentioned earlier. Right. Scolipede. That one. That's the one with the maroony one. Tornado, not Tornado. He's the turtle. He's the fire turtle. Couldn't tell you which gen he's from because they all blur together. I like know the first 4 gens like the back of my hand. And then like 5, 6, 7, I'm like, you lost me. But I think I really got back into I know Galar pretty well, and I know Galar. And then I know Paldea pretty well. But I've really, like, my love... it's one of the better things with the newer games, despite them being kind of uggo. I really loved the Galar region because that's when I was streaming for the first time. And when that game came out, I co-opted with a lot of people, and we did shiny hunts together, and I had such fond memories of that one. And then for Scarlet and Violet, the co-op stuff again really dragged me to like the game a lot. I like at first I played it and I was like, this game is kind of not great, and I'm so glad I just beat the campaign. But once I started having like the runaround and stuff like that, I really have enjoyed the experience of Scarlet and Violet. It kind of made me fall in love with it. Mr. Thomas, the tank engine of Ladybug should touch grass. True. If I do water, I'll go with Floatzel. Good choice. Good choice. So there was an issue with Zag previously with a voice actor not getting paid, but as far as I know, it was resolved and pretty much fine in my book. Yeah, people getting paid, specifically like voice actors and stuff, I tend to not be upset with the like company usually at large, because it's usually the studio's problem. This happened with other like video games have this issue a lot of the time, where the companies give the money to the studio that hires the voice actors and they record there. And then uh and then the studio needs to pay the voice actor while also taking out fees for using the studio, because you pay the studio for letting you use the space, and then the studio pays the remaining money to the voice actor. And typically the studios are the ones that have been really bad recently with not paying their voice actors, which is one of the strikes that happened with amongst another things that happened with SAG-AFTRA. So I tend not to blame the company itself for not paying their voice actors unless they have an in-house studio where they record, which I believe that definitely doesn't happen with Miraculous because they're working with a lot of different countries. Gen 5 bugs are amazing for real. I think Gen 5 had strong bugs. Scolipede looks like a football player. A Glissopod, I think, is the one that looks like a football player. Where he looks like he's if you give him a football, he's gonna get a touchdown. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. It's Gen 5, yeah. In Arceus, my team was Hisuian, Typhlosion, Vaporeon, Luxray, Cleaver, Hisuian, Lilligant, and Hisuian Gudra. I really like the team. The Hisuian forms went so hard there. They went so far. I loved them. Like, Hisuian Gudra, I was not expecting to be as good as she was. They had good designs. Anyway, speaking of designs, it's been a hot minute since I've not talked about what's on screen. We have just like the school, the gym uniform for middle school, I believe. And clear card. This is cute. It's a good gym uniform. Solid. Does what it needs to do. The baseball uniform. No. No, ma'am. This is like, it has the same problem that we have here where like the outfit itself, like if this was just a normal white uniform with like maroon or navy blue and then navy blue would be fine. The colors here are atrocious. Like we are doing some RGB nonsense going on here. Or in this case, it's literally CMYK. What are we doing with this outfit? What are the colors? This is awful. Why are they so loud? Like, it floors me because they can have very color-coordinated outfits, and then they can have atrociously loud outfits where they literally said, what if we played roulette when we chose these colors? Like, what if we gotcha'd the colors we're going to use in the outfit today? Terrible. That's not even the school colors. Anyways, we then have her elementary school uniform outfit, which is... it is what it is. It's boring. It just is what it is. This is essentially what my gym uniform was, except for the shorts were a little bit shorter and like looser. It'd be like these type of shorts with this t-shirt. This is what I looked like for gym. And because I had to wear it's terrible, so we're out. I'm gonna knock out the bathing suits real quick because we're just on like the rant of basic stuff. Basic and basic. Like, it's just two basic outfits. I do like that they have a two-piece for the bathing suits because we only had one piece for our swimsuits, but mind you, I did swim team, and having two pieces is not aerodynamic, or I guess hydrodynamic. But I like the idea because like everybody who got good enough to be lifeguards had two pieces, and I like the two-piece outfit more than I liked the one piece because the one piece is significantly harder to do your life in. But yeah, one piece outfit, the traditional Japanese, like there's nothing unique about this. This is the Japanese uniform bathing suit that's always been there. Alright, catching up on chat. Yeah, the middle school one. Yeah. We are really finding ways to stretch out the stream. I feel like every time you guys get me on a Pokemon rant, that's how you get me. I'll be here and I'll rant about Pokemon all day long. So we have Gen winners, you know, the Pokemon fans that love Gen 1. What do you think of what should be the names of the other two? Oh, 2 through 8. Dude, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like, it really is Gen 1 against everyone else. If Pokemon doesn't calm down with Gen 1, I will crash out. Like, they keep announcing, they're like, we're gonna celebrate Gen 1. And I was like, we celebrate Gen 1 every year. It's Gen 1's birthday every day. Can we celebrate another generation? Anything. Hit me with Johto. It's just number 2, but it's still different. I'm so salty about that. Sakura is so athletic. She do be. She be doing it all. I feel bad every time Sakura messes up when you distract yourself with Yukito in sight. The forever trope of not being able to handle yourself in a crutch. In front of a crush. Blue leggings with almost wine red shirt is bad. It's not a good combo. Thank you. Thank you for understanding me. I love the orangey reddish bathing suit. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's so cute. The fact that she has the wing design on it. Oh, I can't even see it because it's so tiny. If it's got the wing design, it's a little bit better. We take it up. We take it up one. Put a wing on it. That's how you get me. It's so adorable. I want one. Fair enough. Fair enough. Pokemon Gen 1 forever. Ugh! Ugh! We've had enough of Gen 1. That's enough of Gen 1. No, Gen 1's fine. It gave us Eevee. Alright, now, as much as I am not, like, a stark yellow fan, this is cute. The only thing I don't understand is what's happening on our shoulder pads, but otherwise this is a really good outfit. This is a solid outfit overall. It's cute. Like, I kind of like, get out of here. This one. Like, when we come to these two, I like this of being, like, an improvement, in my opinion, from the, whatever this one's called. The Platinum Crown. Something. I should remember the names. I don't think I remember the name of a singular one of these outfits, actually. They all have proper names, and I properly don't remember. I would love Gen 2 and 3, please. I feel like if there's one that I have the most loyalty with, which I played the games the most, would be Gen 3. I think I have strong ties to Gen 3. I love Milotic, I love Gardevoir, I love Delcatty. Like, they had some hard hitters. I'm a Kyogre truther. Kyogre's my best Pokemon on Pokemon Go. Gen 3 is good. People need to really hype up Gen 3. I like Gen 3 and I like Gen 5. And I'm like the only person I know who likes Gen 5. You're so close to finishing it. I know, I gotta focus. We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. I love this outfit. I think this is good. I think in terms of us experimenting with different, like, princely, wizardy outfits, this one's really solid. Again, I love it that it opens up. I love that this is one where it doesn't just, like, simply go down the middle and then branch out. This one does have, like, paneling, which is nice, and then branches out. And then it has a cape. Now, I will be so for real with you. This outfit, with having this on top and having a cape, does not work in real life. These two are fighting for their lives in the back. But I pretend that's not a problem. I've table realism, even though I've used realism the whole time to argue. We're gonna be contradictory to ourselves here. We'll be a little hypocritical. I like this. The color coordination is good. Again, this is where we can have, like, yellows and stuff and, like, really bright reds, but we have the darker red to bring it down, tone it down, the white to balance it out as, like, a palette cleanser. It's just, overall, it's a good, solid outfit. That one should have a figure. Now we have Jester 2.0. And it does fix the problems I had with Jester 1.0. This is honestly a better version. Actually, I think I have a figure of this one and not... I gave away the figure I had of this one. I think I sold that one. This is the one they have a figure of, because I think it's the updated outfit. It's a better version. It's still not my favorite outfit by any stretch of the imagination. I still think the yellow balls are dumb and they should just be blue. I don't like the buttons down the middle, but I do think it having a skirt is the play. I think it having leggings is the play. The hat being shorter, I don't know about that. The dumb longness of the hat, I think, really spoke to me. If it said anything at all. So it being shortened, it just feels like they held back what they once had forward. Oh no, I just remember Toya telling Yukito when Sakura built a doll coin save. I think, but she didn't make the hole big enough to fit the coins in, so she got embarrassed. Yeah. There's a lot of those poor little moments. Interestingly, there's one outfit from the manga they kind of did in the anime that's missing. It's one of the outfits where she has a really big tilted sideways hat. Ooh, I do love an asymmetric hat. I'll have to look that one up. It's been a minute since I've read the manga. And I think in the anime they changed it to blue, vice versa, and it's not here. That's fair. There's so many outfits. I doubt this tier list had everything. Where's the outfit that they always put Sakura in for fan arts and a lot of merch? Which one? They do a lot. They put Sakura in this outfit a lot. They had a generation where they did this, a couple of years where they did that. They put her in this outfit a lot. They put her in this outfit a lot. This one. Platinum, like all of the, not her, but all of these, they do a couple of different outfits. They'll put her in this one a lot. They bring back the OG Jester a lot. Froggy has an outfit. Froggy has figures. This is the main one that they put her in because it's the first outfit. Do 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 boo 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 boo. There's a line of dolls called Space Tune dolls, and on the box there is a Sakura with three recolor Sakuras. They're not knockoffs, they're real, and they're released in stores. There's just a lot, because they've been working with China more, so you've got, like, Pop Mart Sakuras that are really big right now, and they recently, a newer figure brand, that they're doing that has figures that just got announced was Palverse. Palverse is the one that did the, I think they're most known for Magical Girls. They did the first high quality, quote unquote, they're still kind of chibi, but the higher quality figures for Mermaid Melody. The first time we've really had real figures for Mermaid Melody outside of keychains. But they also did, I think they did Demon Slayer characters as well for Palverse. The next gens, I'm not sure which one I like the most. It's hard. The newer ones, it's kind of hard to pick which your favorites. I don't like the Water 2.0 just because it's just a repeat. Yeah. I definitely feel like if you might as well do some new outfits. The new season Tomoyo had the fish design idea. Oh. Does anyone here have heard of the manga Disney Kirara Princess? It's very good in touching crossover and inspires me to do crossover stories with Disney characters. I only know about it because of Sailor Guardian Hope. She's covered them a couple of times. And I need to add them to my list. Definitely one of the things that, like, she's so great at finding niche things that I've never heard of that I absolutely should enjoy at some point in my life. Yeah, the 5th outfit on the wedding cake is the one that I see her in all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is the first outfit in the franchise, because it's in the opening one. So that's the one you'll see her in the most. Space Tune is a kids channel from Arabia. And they've released there as well. Oh, I see. And then this is her middle school uniform. Very cute. I think the middle school uniform is a nice evolution of the previous uniform. I like that it just, like, added a little bit more than what we had before. Very cute. It's better than my school uniform. This is awful. Like, I get that she's supposed to be, like, a diamond, and it's got little bat wings, but I don't know what this outfit was doing. It's terrible. I don't like it. I don't care for it. I don't know who she is. I don't know what she's doing. She's a mistake. I don't know why it's, like, crop topped. I don't know what's happening. This one's weird. I don't like this outfit. I like watching the Japanese spin-off shorts of Cardcaptor Sakura. Oh, I don't know if I'm aware of what shorts they've done with that. You'll have to tell me more. This kind of, like, Russian style winter outfit's very cute. I'll put her up here. I really like this a lot. I love the red with the black again. I like the black accents they do in this franchise. It looks really cute. It looks really fancy. She looks like she's gonna go to a piano recital and listen to the Christmas tunes. It's cute. I really enjoy this outfit. It makes me happy. I think it's very adorable. I would wear this 10 out of 10. Now, we are down to our final victim. What? I love the bat one! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry! Oh, big apologies. Alright, I'll catch up on chat and then we will do the final outfit. Kirara Princess. Walk so Sophia the First could run. That's another one where I think I blame TikTok. There's this one creator on TikTok who covers a lot of Disney Channel media, and she, like, very sassily talks about Sophia the First, and she's like, you don't even know that Sophia the First is not a show about, like, just a girl who, like, was living in the village and is now moved into the castle. That's not what Sophia the First is about. There's an overarching story that gets combined with the other one, the Princess of Avalor series, and I didn't know the two of them were connected. Eleanor of Avalor? and she's like, this series is so good, it's so deep, there's an overarching plot. And I was like, oh, every time I've caught an episode, because my little sister was into Sophia the First, every time I caught an episode, it was like a Disney princess guest starred. Like, I think there was one with Snow White and Cinderella showed up, and they're like, hi, Sophia. And she's like, hi, Disney princesses. And they're like, being a Disney princess is really cool. You should be a good kid. And she's like, bet, I'll be a good kid. And that would be like every episode I saw. I never got to see any of the, actual plot happening. It was always Disney princess cameos. I was like, somehow I only ever caught filler episodes. I had no idea that it was deeper. I love the spin-off episode of the missing tarts with Sakura, Tomoyo, and I always pronounce his name. Ariel, baked and Karo tightened to prevent him to eat. The diamond bat reminds me of Witch. Do not disrespect Witch that way. Those outfits are so cute in Witch. I love Witch. IDKY, but it's no, you're right. You're totally right, because it has the it has the small wings, the tighter outfit, crop top, and then the tights. It very much has the similar uniform to it, and also the green, because like the Witch outfits have this like greenish teal color, like it's more like a turquoise, and then they have the like accented magenta tops, or then vice versa depending on which character it is. But you're totally right. I'm joking. I'm joking around. Elena of Avalor, that's what it was. Which is another one my sister really loved. She was super obsessed with that one. So at some point I'm going to do it. All I know is that they're kind of long. I like Sophia the First, though. It really impressed me. I've watched more episodes recently because my niece now is really into it, and that's one of her like shows, which I'll watch that over. There's like Minnie's Boutique Shop that my niece watches, and the episodes are just too short and nothing happens in them, and I'm like, I can't. I don't want to. Minnie's Bow Shop I'm not a fan of. But she's gotten into Sophia the First, and I'm like, oh my god, my niece is finally at the age where she watches stuff with plots. I'm so happy. But again, the only episodes I've seen of... I saw the sleepover episode where her friends suck. And then I saw the one where the guys were like, you can't ride the Pegasus alicorn thing because you're a girl. But really, it was mostly because she had a really stumpy one. I was like, I don't think it's like it was the whole episode was about sexism, but all of them were like full thoroughbred horses, and the one that she had was like basically a donkey. And I was like, okay, but like I get that we're making a point about sexism and like, you know, picking the like runt of the litter and everything, but speaking from like someone who did horseback riding, the stumpy donkey is not going to be able to move the way a pure thoroughbred could. I was not getting the correct message from that episode. Sophia the First starts relatively simple, which I think makes sense. But the more seasons you go in, it becomes more complex. And yes, the movie connecting Sophia and like I didn't realize that the conflict with Sophia allowed Elena to exist. I had no idea that was the thing. And then Elena got her own show. It was different because Elena is older and she is coming back to her kingdom after, yeah, the 50 years of her being absent. Yeah. I didn't realize that, like, I knew that they did Elena, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy that they're doing, like, a princess. Like, I honestly was kind of bummed that Elena was not, like, a mainline Disney movie. She was just a TV show where they were trying to be like, we want to make sure, like, South America gets included in the princess lineup. I wanted it to be a full-on, like, I was hoping it'd be a movie, but I didn't realize how, I didn't realize how much... I don't know where my thought was going with that. I've lost it. Either way, I didn't expect the Elena story to be so deep. I can explain if you want, but let's hold off on the spoilers for now in terms of the bigger series, just because people in chat may not want the spoilers. I'm always down for spoilers, but that's just me personally. You can feel free to, like, at me on socials and be like, I'll give you the whole plot in a space where you're not going to spoil other people. Because I'll eat spoilers up all day. Which magical girl mascot would be friends with Tart from Sakura? Why do I not remember Tart from Sakura? Do you mean Tart from Fresh? With Sakura? With characters from Sakura? I might have misunderstood. I concur. I hate people are being mad at Ruby and Jade because of the sleepover episode. They are like 10. Elena is big and you can find her in the theme park, so I feel like that's good. That's good. I know that they had a couple of years where they had somebody dress up as her there. But I don't know if they do it as much now, because when I went to Disney World last, they didn't have her. They didn't have anybody special, but they're like, depending on what's popular at the time, they'll bring people in. Because I'm mad because I never went to Disney World when they had the Disney fairies and like Tinkerbell and stuff. I'm so mad because apparently they used to be in the parks. And then when Kingdom Hearts has releases, they'll bring Sora back to the parks, which I would love to go to the Disney parks with Sora there. I just never went to the Disney parks when anything cool was happening. I went on all the off years, apparently. All right, final outfit. Um, it feels, ironically enough, this magical girly outfit feels too casual for me. Like, this does feel like something you would wear to church. Like, other than it has, like, a lot of decoration going on in this vicinity. Otherwise, this is not, like, it doesn't feel like it's a lot. It feels like it's too little for a magical girl outfit. This is, again, where, like, half the battle here is if it's a magical girl outfit versus if it's a casual outfit. I feel like for our grand finale, this one was just okay. But it's not the best. Ended on a soft note. But that has been the tier list, which I think I can zoom back out now that we have them all. Nothing made it to Salt. We survived the salt mines. We have another one down. Let's go. Tier done. And so with that, I am starving and I'm going to go eat food. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It felt good. Another good Sunday in the books. It's pretty, but yeah, I wanted to say it feels more like a PJ type of thing. Yeah, I don't understand why. But then you said it looked like church, and I was like, I can understand that. Yeah, to me, it's a little too not awesome. Like, none of this stuff I would be walking into the church. And but this feels like I'm putting on Sunday best. And ironically, it is Sunday. No salty outfits. Yeah, no saltiness today. I mean, Karo from Cardcaptor Sakura. So which magical girl mascot would be friends with him? Who would be friends with Karo? Well, if we're picking like other mascots, I think Prunce from Star Twinkle and him would get along swimmingly. I think they'd be a funny combo. I think they'd be a little sassy, but it'd be funny. Bon appetit, Chan. Thank you, Marcos. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy your food. Thank you, Holt. And next Saturday, I think we'll do, again, we're doing every other weekend. I know I was supposed to do a makeup tier list this week, but I did not do that. This ended up being the tier list. Next Sunday, because I think I'm doing pumpkin patch stuff next Saturday. So Sunday, I will be able to do a tier list. Or not a tier list. I'm going to get my brain to calm down for a second. Next Sunday, I will do art. It will be an art stream. I think will probably be a Pokemon art stream. And that should be that. I mean, it's Cardcaptor. Elf. It's the definition. There is no salt. So true, Shiro. Bye, everyone.